Um, 2 o'clock. Oh, after
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving today as your presiding judge. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, good morning. So good to see your smiling faces, especially those of you who are in the courtroom and not in the courthouse. Miss Mack, we have several people. Good morning to you, Miss Mack and Officer Lott. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, good morning. And good morning, Miss Wilson.
Morning, Judge Holmes.
All right, we have several people. Mr. Fikens, good morning, that will be joining us physically in the courtroom. They did not comply with the court's orders over the holidays. I need y'all to know that I say what I mean, and I mean exactly what I say. And so if you missed testing, if you didn't do what you were supposed to do during the holiday, then you need to make sure you are in the courthouse. You are in court. So if you are on my camera and you know that you didn't do what you were supposed to do, I'm not going to see you in Zoom courtroom. You need to head down to 36th District Court immediately. We are located at 421 Madison in the beautiful city of Detroit, Michigan, courtroom 133. I will not service you on camera. If you know who you are, because your case manager has already contacted you, if you are in my virtual courtroom and you did not comply with the orders of this court with respect to testing, I told everyone, and everyone should have known, you get up, your color is called, go test first thing in the morning, because people may close their testing facilities early, and folks didn't do that. So if you're in my virtual courtroom and you know that's you, I need you to go ahead and hang up. Don't make me call you out. Don't wait till the end of my docket. Please hang up and head down to 36th District Court at 421 Madison in the city of Detroit, courtroom 133. With that, I am going to have the attorneys place their appearance on the record, and then I have a promotion on this morning. Mr. Fikens, I know Attorney Warfield is going to be joining us in just a second, but Mr. Fikens, I'll have you place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P. 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens. All right, and then the case managers, Ms. Taylor, you are up first on the screen.
Good morning, Jasmine Taylor, Specialty Court Case Manager.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Taylor. All right, and then Mr. Green.
Good morning, everybody. Demetrius Green, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, thank you, and good morning to you, Mr. Green. Mr. Green and Ms. Taylor, if you all could scan the courtroom, and if you see anyone that should be the virtual courtroom, if you see anyone that should be physically in the courtroom, please excuse them. I'm not making any exceptions today. Okay, all right, awesome. Let's start with and then Ms. Mack, I need you to make sure you record who's coming in and what time they arrive. If you could do that for me, okay? Or the officer, I'm sorry, the officer.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. It's going to be an eventful day today, so get ready. All right. I am starting with the promotion on this morning, and it is for Sammy Edwards. Good morning, Miss Edwards. You are getting promoted this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let me place your case number on the record. Case number 200-440-7801. State your full name for me.
Sammy Edwards.
Thank you, and good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you.
And to your beautiful daughter. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. How are things going, Miss Edwards?
Things are going good. I have
They
no
are.
complaints.
No complaints. You've been working your program, showing up and doing the things you need to do.
Yes, ma'am, as far as I know.
Okay. All right. And then your physical, you're taking care of all of your physical things. Is that correct? Following through?
Yes, physical and mental.
All right. Wonderful. I love it. How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was wonderful. It was lovely. Cyril and I stayed home and we cooked good food. We finally got it right this Thanksgiving. So it was good. It was good.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad y'all got it right. I'm glad it was good. And are you having any issues that you need to share with us today?
No, I
No
don't,
issues?
I don't have any.
All right, Cyrell, is there any issues? Are there any issues, concerns, or anything that you need to report out? The recommendation in staffing yesterday was for Ms. Edwards to be promoted to phase 4. And so there were no objections from the team, but I'm going to give the case manager an opportunity to make the record. But Cyrell, was there anything you needed to ask of the team today?
No, I do not think there's anything I need. I want to let you guys know, like, just out the gate, like, we are having some financial issues. You know, I'm moving my career around and stuff. And so if you see that some of her payments have slowed down a little bit, we're trying to, you know, get our footing back. That's the only thing that I would share. I
Okay.
don't have an answer or an explanation for any of it, but like, that's what the real is right now.
Okay, and we appreciate that. Listen, as long as she has been making payments, we will certainly give some time to adjust, and just make sure that you are in contact with the case manager so that it does not interfere with her ability to complete the program, okay? All right, awesome. All right, let me have the case manager tell us why you are recommending the promotion of Miss Edwards.
Yes. Good morning, Ms. Edwards.
Good morning, Mr. Green.
We are recommending you for phase 4 promotion. Ms. Edwards has been compliant in the program, has been working the program well. She's an absolute joy to talk to. I enjoy talking to her when I do. She has completed her community service hours. She has been making payments on her balance. So we have seen that there is an effort to make the payments, but like as the judge said, we are willing to work with you and make sure that we can get this completed before the program is ended. And yeah, you've told me about your goals, and yeah, you're doing a great job, and we are very happy for you.
Thank you, Mr. Green.
All right, then I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Sammy Edwards on her promotion to phase 4. Congratulations, Ms. Edwards.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Right, those that didn't celebrate, just know I moved you to the end of my list for today because we celebrate folks in this courtroom. So let's try it one more time. We're gonna celebrate Miss Sammy Edwards for her promotion to phase 4 on today. And that means everybody is celebrating. There we go. I see y'all now. All right. I celebration hustle. Yes, I do. We learn to celebrate each other because you will want to be celebrated too. This program is not easy. It comes with a lot of slips and slides and bumps and bruises. And when people get promoted and people do great things, we want to make sure they know that we appreciate that and that you know you're next in line. All right, very good. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Miss Edwards. You're doing it. You're doing it.
Thank you so
almost
much.
There. You're more than halfway there. Look at you. We started off going, I don't know. But look at
Maybe not.
Yep.
So I appreciate it.
You're doing it. All right, Mr. Green, what's next for Miss Edwards?
So Ms. Edwards will have a face-to-face on December 21st, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, wonderful. All right, before I excuse the courtroom, listen, we are in the holidays. I need folks to make sure you are going to your testing. If your color drops, your color number is called, first thing in the morning, check, get up and go. Testing is required. So get up and go. This is for the whole courtroom. Testing is required. And so I want to make sure that you know your case managers can't call you and tell you, oh, this place won't be open on this day. No, you're going to have to call and make your own calls and go on the internet and look up hours or call or just get up and go first thing in the morning so you don't have any issues. Because during the holidays, if you miss testing for any reason, you're going to have to come and sit down at 36th District Court with me or with my team. So as for the whole courtroom, Ms. Edwards, you didn't have that issue. That's just for the whole courtroom, for the people that not sitting in the courtroom physically. I don't want them to have to sit in when we bring in the new year or after Christmas, okay? All right. Miss Edwards, you've got your new date. You are all set. I want you and Cyrell to have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. And I will see you next time, and just know that we're here if you need us, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
If our face-to-face is on the 22nd, should we plan to be in court the 28th, or we don't have?
It's the 21st. I think he said the 21st. Is
Yes,
that right?
21st.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
And so we'll let you know, because we have some closures. So we'll let you know.
No
Okay.
worries. Thank you.
All right. You're very welcome. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. Wonderful. Let's keep going. Mr. Green and Miss Taylor. Let's see. Who did we have? We have I'm sorry, I didn't write down the phase. Let's go to, do you have any phase 3s or higher that's in the virtual courtroom, not in the physical courtroom?
I do not today, Judge.
Not today. Mr. Green, what about you?
I do not either, Judge.
All right, let's go to phase 2, Miss Jasmine.
I do not have any. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, Mr. Rhea.
Where's Mr. Rhea? Where is he? I see
Hello.
him. I see him. All right, let's do it. I have case number 210-593-4901. State your full name for me.
Joseph Rhea.
All right, good morning, Mr. Rhea. And if that's your mom behind you, good morning to you too. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, thank you for still being so supportive. We had an opportunity to staff on yesterday. No issues for Mr. Rhea. He's working his program. And so, Mr. Rhea, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was really good.
It was good. What did you do?
Just hung out with family, ate some good food.
You ate some good food?
Yep.
That's awesome. Awesome. Did you have any issues at all?
Nope. I've
No?
been good.
All right. Very good. Did you need us to help you with anything?
I don't think so. I'm doing pretty well.
All right. Very good. Very good. Let me hear from the case manager. As to Mr. Rhea, he's reporting that he's doing well.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Rhea is doing well. He is continuously working his program. He's complying with everything that he's ordered to do by our court. I don't have any issues to report on today.
All right. Very good. Anything with respect to any of the other team members? As to Mr. Rhea? If not, Mr. Rhea, do you have any questions?
I was just wondering when I was up for my next promotion.
All right, I want you to get with Miss Jasmine Taylor and you all talk about that, and then she'll let you know, okay?
Okay.
All right, but make sure that's a good question, and that's one that she'll get an answer to you on, okay?
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right, very good. Miss Jasmine, what's next for Mr. Rhea?
Okay, so he would have a face-to-face with myself on December 14th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Rhea?
Yep.
December 14th at 10:35.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Taylor,
Yes,
face to face.
yes.
Okay, we got it.
Thank
All
you.
right. So
Thank
good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you on during the next session.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Green, do you have any phase 2s?
I do not, Your Honor.
All right, then now we're going to go to phase 1s, and I do see that Assistant Attorney General, Ms. Liddell, did I see you? Yes, I did. Good morning to you. You're here on Sherry On.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. The jail is going to bring her on the screen. She has not arrived yet.
Okay.
So when she does, I don't know if you want to call my clerk and we reach out to you, or however you want to do it. We'll work with you, okay?
Okay, I'll put my number in the chat and then she can just give me a call.
All right, Ms. Mack, are you able to do that?
Yes, I'm signed in to the Zoom, Judge.
All right, wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Good seeing you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, good morning, Attorney Warfield. Can you place your appearance on the record for me?
Good morning, Your Honor, Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, Defense Counsel for Specialty Court.
All right, thank you and good morning. All right, we are getting the folks done that are on the screen. And so now we're going to go to our phase ones. And I'm going to start with, I have so many notes today. Let's see. Let's go to, do we have Calvin King? Is Calvin King on? Mr. King, good morning to you.
Here.
Uh-oh, do you have good sound?
I'm sorry.
There you go. I can hear you now. I have case number 210-454-1701. Mr. King, state your full name for me.
Calvin King.
All right. How are you this morning, Mr. King?
I'm doing all right. You?
I'm doing well. I'm glad that you're doing all right. Did you do well during the holiday?
I did. We ate good.
Y'all ate good? Did they treat you well at Lake Ridge?
They did.
They did. All right. Very good. Mr. King, were you able to connect with any of your family during the holiday?
I spoke with my mother and my sisters.
Very good. Very good. Are they still supporting you in your efforts to do something different?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear it. All right. Are you having any concerns or issues that you need the court to assist you with?
No, not really. I'm just waiting on Team Pop Off to schedule me for the psych eval. That's about it.
All right. And they're keeping you posted on that?
They are. I'm supposed to call them today and tomorrow just to make sure.
All right. Wonderful. Very good. Very good. And you're going to show up and do what you're supposed to do, right?
Of course.
All right. I love it. I love it. All right. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I do like, well, I would like to say that I was unaware of promotions throughout the phases, so I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to my promotion.
Yes, sir. All right. Listen, I want you to have that conversation with your case manager so that they can be very clear with you about what you need to do in order to get your promotion, okay?
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Who's the case manager?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Green, you heard that. Listen, folks want to be, that's why I be so glad to do promotions first, because listen, ask your case manager, what do I need to do in order to get promoted so they can keep you on track? All right. And it lets us know you're interested in doing what you're supposed to do. All right, Mr. Green, what do you want to tell me about Mr. King?
So yeah, Mr. King is doing a great job with the program. He is compliant with all of his court orders. He is definitely in good standing for promotion when that time's come, and we will have that conversation. But overall, I have no issues with Mr. King. And yeah, like I said, he's doing really well in the program.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Anything else from any of the other team members asked to Mr. King? If not, let's get his next date. Mr. Green?
Yes, Mr. King will return to court on December 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. King?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so the last time we were together, Mr. King, I asked you about changing your focus with respect to working the program. Have you changed your focus and your priority is to work your program?
I haven't changed it yet. I'm still waiting on a team pop off after the psych eval because that I think it'll determine if I go back to school or not. But I would like to start a career now, so my focus has changed a little bit.
Okay, all right, one step at a time, one day at a time. Thank you for sharing that, Mr. King. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Then you are all set. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. All
Thank
right,
you.
let's go to Mr. Quarter. Good morning, Mr. Quarter. Uh-oh, unmute for me. I'll call your case number.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. I have the following: SP 1235354, counts 1, 2, and 3, and case number 20058788901. State your full name for the record, Mr. Quarter.
John Isaac Porter, Your Honor.
All right. How are you this morning?
I'm good, Your Honor.
Good. You're still at Team Jefferson?
Yes,
How are things working out there?
it's good. I've been complying with everything, seeing, everybody, therapist, the psychiatrist. I ain't had no write-ups or anything. Been
All right.
drug-free.
And how does that feel to you, Mr. Quarter? Because you look really good.
It feels great. I'm older and I'm tired, Judge.
You say you old and you tired. How old are you?
I'll be 60 in March.
Sir, that's not old. I'm not gonna let y'all do that to us. That's not old, Mr. Quarter, but okay. That's old enough. Let's say that. You're old enough to be tired of some things, right?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take old enough. All right, listen, I'm glad to hear that you're tired, you're ready to make a change, and you're doing it.
Yes.
Doing it. Very good. What did you do for Thanksgiving? How did they treat you?
They treat me pretty good.
Okay, what did you do?
Just help them around here.
Okay.
Ate good.
Very good. Very good. And had a peaceful Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
And a sober Thanksgiving.
Yes.
When is the last time you've had a sober and peaceful Thanksgiving?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. All right, you're long overdue. I'm glad you had one this year. Let's shoot for Christmas, New Year, and all the holidays after that. One holiday at a time, okay?
Okay, Judge.
All right, awesome. You have any questions for the team today, Mr. Quarter?
No, I just apologize for the court for my behavior, but I was hospitalized for several stab wounds, broken hand. I should have called into the courts, but
Yes, it's okay. And you're taking good care of that?
Yes.
All right. I don't recall how that happened, and if you don't want to share it, that's okay. But make sure you share it with your case manager. Because I
Okay.
want to make sure we're doing everything to keep you safe, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, let me hear from the case manager as to Mr. Quarter.
Okay, Judge, he's my client. So Mr. Quarter is receiving his residential services at Team Jefferson. He was previously in warrant status, but he is back with us. So he is now actively working his program and moving forward. So at this time, he is in compliance with his court order and treatment plan.
All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. Anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Quarter?
Judge, I would just like to add that, Mr. Carter, I think you and I first met when you were at the jail, and
yes, sir.
I just want to tell you, sir, you look a lot younger than you did the first time I saw you.
Absolutely.
You're doing it, sir. Keep up the.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens. Thank you. All right, Mr. Quarter, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to get your next court date. Ms. Taylor?
Yes, he will return to court before you on December 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. via Zoom.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Quarter?
Yes, Donna.
All right, very good. Listen, take good care of yourself. I'll see you next time, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. There were some other, a couple of other people, right, at Team Jefferson?
Yes.
Are they ready? I don't see them on, or do you?
I'm not sure. Sir, at Team Jefferson, we do have 2 more clients. Are they going to be getting on today?
Which 2 are those?
I have Sean Koch and Dale Calamy.
Give me 1 second. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll bring them to the computer.
Thank you.
so much. All right, very good. Okay, thank you, Ms. Taylor. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to go to Noah Lee Jr. Good morning, Mr. Lee.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
If possible, 2 hours, but please do not.
Can you please mute yourself when you come into the courtroom? All right, Mr. Lee, how are you this morning?
How are you?
All right, I'm doing well too. And good morning to your mom. Good morning to you, Mom.
Hello, thank you.
All right, I have the following case number S132-61041. Mr. Lee, state your full name for me.
Noah Everly Jr.
All right, very good. Are you doing everything you're supposed to do, sir?
Yes.
You are. I got a good report as far as you being in compliance with the things the court has ordered. Are you having any issues that you need to let us know about?
No.
No? All right. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. What did you do?
Went to work.
What did you do?
Eat.
Eat.
Went to work.
All right. All right. Everybody saying they ate. I did too. Probably way too much. All
You know,
right.
that's right. I mess on her.
Say it again.
No, that's right. Mess on her.
Okay. All right. All right. Mom, did you have any questions, or you are Mr. Lee, for the team this morning?
No, I don't have any questions.
All right. Very good. You're not having any issues with respect to him working the program?
No, we do not. We appreciate you guys.
Wonderful. All right. Let me hear from the case manager. Miss Taylor, is that you?
Yes. Mr. Lee is doing well. He is compliant with his bond conditions and everything that we've asked him to do. He is actively participating in his services, and he is complying with his drug screen. So I don't have any issues to report today for Mr. Lee.
Right. Awesome. No issues. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Lee? And I see Ms. Duplessis, Attorney Duplessis has joined us. Did you have any questions for the team this morning as to Mr. Lee?
Your Honor, I do not have any questions. I would just like to update you and the team. We do have the forensic interview scheduled. It's going to be this Monday at 2:00, and Mr. Lee is going to come to my office for that. So I would imagine shortly after the holidays, we should have a report.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for the update. I appreciate it. All right. Very good. And so, Ms. Taylor, what's next for Mr. Lee?
Mr. Lee will come before you again on December 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Lee and Attorney Duplessis and Mom? All right, very good. I want you all to do well. Thank you for your patience this morning. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And Attorney Duplessis, thank you for conducting or arranging for that forensic examination to take place. I appreciate it, okay? All right, take care. You all are free to leave. Bye-bye.
Hey, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, let's keep going. Let's go to Miss Gentry.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning, Miss Gentry?
I woke up on the right side of the bed.
Well, that's a good start, right?
Yeah.
That's a good start. All right, very good. Do you want to share with me what that means?
Oh, just that I'm motivated. I didn't wake up with a headache or drowsy or just motivated.
Yeah, that is the right side of the bed. You got me wondering, did I wake up on the right side? It means different things for different people.
Yeah.
Let me place your case number on the record. I have Z8084141. State your full name for me.
Sade Patricia Gentry.
All right, Miss Gentry, you're still new to the program. How are things going?
It's okay. Like I've been going through some withdrawals, but and my blood pressure is high. But like I said, I'm anxious to get through the program, and so I'm just motivated.
All right, very good. Listen, Miss Gentry, we had some conversations yesterday in staffing, and Mr. Green is going to reach out to you regarding some things that may be helpful to you as you navigate private insurance in getting the level of care that you need. And so Mr. Green, if he hasn't done it already, he'll do it. We were in staffing yesterday till after 4. And so if he hasn't done it already, then you should look to hear from him today because what the court proposed, okay?
He has. He's up to date with, I have a scheduled meeting for December 8th with Henry Ford Mary Grove Treatment Center. But in the meantime, he spoke with me about an emergency response plan. And so I'll contact Henry Ford again to see what they can do for me in the meantime.
All right, and will you do that today?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to do that today for me, okay? Because I'm concerned. And listen, Ms. Gentry, I appreciate your honesty. You're being candid, not trying to hide what's going on, because now we can make sure that you get the help that you need and that you want. You want this. So thank you. How did you do for Thanksgiving?
I went to AA like 6 a.m. in the morning. They did like a gratitude appreciation event there, and I felt real good there. I went over my father's house for Thanksgiving afterwards, so I had a good holiday, good spirits.
All right, very good, very good. And are you surrounding yourself with people that know what you're going through and they're encouraging you to stay on track?
Yes.
All right, very good, very good. And so did you have any questions for the team?
No, not at the moment.
All right, let me hear from Mr. Green. Mr. Green?
Yes, Ms. Gentry is doing well in the program. She is compliant with everything we've had so far. She did get admitted just 2 weeks ago on the 16th of November. But overall, she is doing well, and she has shown her interest in completing the program and working through it and receiving some of the services that we can offer her to live a better life and, start off with a clean slate. But overall, she is doing really well in the program.
Awesome, very good, very good. All right, anything from any of the other team members? Listen, I need us to wrap our arms around, and Mr. Green, you're gonna reach out to her and follow through with that emergency response, because I'm concerned December 8th is too long when she's calling out for help.
Yes, I will, Your Honor.
All right, and I need the team, let's wrap our arms around her and encourage her to hang in there. Listen, Ms. Gentry, I know this is not easy. And because you have private insurance, it can take a little bit more work than it does for others. But I want to encourage you that you're worth it, that the outcomes are going to be worth it. And I appreciate the fact that you're honest and that you want the help. So I just want to encourage you, listen, when you're having issues or you're having urges, pick up the phone, go into a meeting, Zoom into a meeting, walk into a meeting. Call somebody that knows what your struggles are, that they're gonna talk you off the ledge as we work to connect you with the appropriate services and the appropriate level of care. Okay?
Okay.
All right, awesome. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Ms. Gentry? No? All right. If nothing else, what's the next date for Miss Gentry?
Yes, Ms. Gentry will have a return to court date on December 14th at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Miss Gentry?
Yes, would that be Zoom?
Yes, ma'am. It will be on Zoom unless your case manager tells you otherwise, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself. And
You
we
as
are
well.
if you need us, okay?
Thank you.
All right. And you'll hear from Mr. Green today.
All righty. See you all later.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's go to Mr. Cook. I have Rashawn Cook. I have case number U602-26321. Good morning, Mr. Cook. Let me have you unmute for me.
There we go. All right, hi, Your Honor. Can you
All
hear me?
right, good morning. Yes, how are you this morning?
Waking up.
You just waking up?
Yeah. Well, I got locked outside for a little while too, so
I'm sorry, say that again?
we're out back and the door locked by accident, so I had to wait to, that's why I was late for court.
Oh, okay. All right. Mr. Cook, are you working your program at
I
team?
am. Yep. So far, so good.
All right, you're engaging, you're participating.
Yep.
Very good. You're being open and honest so you can work through some things.
Yep. They're supposed to be taking me down to, the crisis center to get medication today sometime too, so. So I can get stabilized.
All right, very good. Who's the case manager for Mr. Cook? Ms. Taylor? All right, very good. Have you been without your medication?
They've given me partials. When I left the jail, they gave me a medication list, but no refills, so they're trying to work that out right now.
Okay, all right. Ms. Taylor, let's just make sure that gap gets closed today with team, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Cook, and thank you for being patient. Let them work for you and work with you, okay?
Okay.
Very good. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was different. It wasn't at home, but it was good. They catered in some nice food for us, so it was nice.
Very good. Very good. You made the best of it.
Yep.
All right. Any issues, any concerns that you need us to?
I don't know as of right now because I just got back on track again. I obviously fell off there for a minute. I'm trying to get an understanding of when can I go back to what I was doing beforehand, before all this started.
We don't want you to ever go back to what you were doing beforehand.
But not that part. I'm saying helping my father in that.
Well, right now, the primary goal is helping you. And so I don't have that answer, but what I will encourage you to do is continue to work your program, continue to do the things that they are asking you to do and following your treatment plan. And then Ms. Taylor will have some conversations to find out what are next steps. But right now, I need your focus to be on you getting well and being in compliance with your program, okay?
All right.
Sounds good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Ms. Taylor, what do you have for me? Asked Mr. Cook.
Yes, so Mr. Cook again is back with us. He originally came into our program during the summertime. He did go into warrant status, but we are glad to have him back now. He is residential treatment and he is working his program at this time. So he is in compliance on today.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members? Ask to Mr. Cook. If nothing else, let's get, Mr. Cook, did you have any additional questions?
As of right now, no, I'm just trying to, basically I'm trying to figure out the tether situation, but I don't need to know that right now. I'm just gonna do what I'm doing and when's my next court date to see you? And then I'll make it, hopefully get an upgrade from there.
All right, very good. Ms. Taylor, what's next?
Yes, he will come before you on December 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. via Zoom.
Okay.
All right, one more time, December
14th.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Cook, good to see you. Continue
thank you very much.
to work on you, okay?
Well.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, and then we'll wait for Mr. Calamy. I'm gonna keep calling cases.
Here.
Hold on one second, Your Honor.
Okay. Oh, there's Mr. Calamy. Good morning, Mr. Calamy.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
All right.
You all right? Very good. It's good to see you, Mr. Calamy.
Good to see you too.
And you look good. You taking good care of yourself?
Yes.
Very good. Let me do your case numbers. 1905-962-601 and case number 200-454-0901. State your full name.
Bill Callum.
Right, Mr. Calamy, I'm so glad to see that you are still at Teams and you're still committed to working your program. How are you feeling about everything?
All right. I'm good.
You good?
Everything moving. Steady.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Everything's good.
All right, very good. How did you do for Thanksgiving?
And we had a lot of food. It was nice.
All right, wonderful. You following all of the instructions, Mr. Calamy?
Yep.
All right, very good. You have any questions for the team this morning?
When I be getting off tether?
I don't know when you're gonna get off tether. Work your program and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
Because right now I need you to stay so we can get you stabilized and hopefully eventually get you into some independent living. So that once you get to independent living, you can stay there, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Let me hear from your case manager.
All right. Mr. Calamy is doing well at this time. He is in compliance with the court order and his treatment plan. He is in residential treatment. So he's doing well. I don't have any concerns to report at this time.
All right, awesome. All right, Mr. Calamy, if you don't have any questions, let's get your next court date, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Calamy will also return on December 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Calamy?
December 14th, 8:35.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right.
All right, I'll see you then. Take good care of yourself.
Okay, you too.
All right, thank you, sir. And thank you to the gentleman that was helping out at team.
Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Sorry for the slow response, Your Honor.
Oh, no, you're good. Thank you so much. Hopefully next time we'll have them and we'll get yours done so we don't tie you up, okay?
That's fine. Thank you
All right, have a wonderful day.
as well.
Thank you, bye-bye. All right, let's go to
Judge,
Alex. Yeah.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just want to ask, I know that there are some drug screen slips over in the court lab, and we do have some people physically in the courtroom. I just want to verify if they went up to drug screen yet, and if not, can they be sent upstairs to do their tests?
Officer will have to coordinate that, but Officer Locke and Ms. Mack, everybody that comes into the courtroom today for their hearing must be screened.
Yes, Judge, everyone has been up to test already, the ones that are in the courtroom so far.
Awesome, awesome, thank you. All right, let's do it. I'm going to go to Alexandria Smith. Ms. Smith, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I am fine. How?
I am doing very well. Thank you, ma'am. I'm doing very well. All right, I am looking for you on my docket.
She should be under 835. She's a transfer. It should be under Sherrion Williams.
Okay. Maybe I'm missing the whole page. No, I have, there we go. There we go. All right. I have case number 22L011670D. Good morning, Ms. Smith. State your name.
Alexandria Smith.
All right, Ms. Smith. We had some conversations yesterday in staffing. It's my understanding, Ms. Taylor or Mr. Green, that she is going to be transferred to another specialty court. Is that still in the works?
Yes, yes, Judge.
And hopefully that screening will happen today so she can get on the docket sooner than later.
Right.
She should be eligible, but I just want to make sure just in case. Okay, very good. So Ms. Smith, you're going to get transferred. If Ms. Warfield has not talked to you yet, she will update you on some discussions that we had regarding the status of your license and things of that nature. And so she'll have those discussions with you, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, how did you do during the holiday?
I did very well.
Okay. What did you do?
Oh, so I went to my mom's house because she cooked. And then I went over to one of my friend's house. She's pregnant, so like a lot of us got together with her. Just spent the holiday with her.
Okay, awesome. Very good. Did you have any issues, any concerns?
No issues. It's not a concern either. No, I am completely happy.
All right. All right. Very good. So listen, listen to wait to hear from Attorney Warfield, and we'll get you transitioned to our other docket. You'll get a new court date, and actually, Ms. Taylor, let's give her a new court date, and we're going to put it on the other specialty courts docket, on a day for the other specialty court. Can we do that?
Yes.
All right, give me a date.
So if we can put her on for 2 weeks from now for Tuesday, December 13th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Ms. Smith?
Yes, December 13th at 8:35 a.m.
All right, wonderful. And then Ms. Taylor, if you could just close the circle for me and let Mr. Morgan know so we can have her ready to go. Okay?
Will do.
Until then, continue to work this program until you get the word from Attorney Warfield or from Mr. Morgan or your new case manager that you have been transferred, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team?
Yes, so the court date that's on the 13th, that's via Zoom?
Yes, ma'am, unless your case manager tells you otherwise, okay?
Okay.
Okay, but it should be Zoom. All right, very good. Good to see you. I look forward to working with you, irrespective of which docket you're on. And so we're still here to serve, but I'll see you in our other specialty court on the 13th of December. If you need us before then, by all means, reach out, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, let's go to Miss Amber Wheeler. Miss Wheeler, good morning to you. Uh-oh, unmute for me.
There you go. Hi, morning.
Good morning. All right, I have for you case number Z808-5731. State your full name for me, Miss Wheeler.
Amber Wheeler.
All right, how are you doing, ma'am? You're new to
I'm good. I'm good.
You good? Are you working the program?
Yes.
All right, tell me what's been the most difficult thing you've had to do since you've been working the program?
I'm eating a lot of like food now.
Uh-oh.
It might sound crazy, but I'm eating like a lot of food. Like I feel like a rabbit. Like maybe because it's like cold outside, but I mean it's actually helping me. Like I do exercise on a daily basis, so it's not gonna like I'm not gonna turn to like a balloon or nothing. But that's been like the most like craziest but healthiest thing for me lately. I've been gaining like healthy weight. I've been like really, really happy. I'm not having bad dreams like I used to. Like when I used to drink, I used to have like bad nightmares. That's all the way gone now at this point. So that's a blessing. So that's how I know that was a problem for sure. But overall, I'm doing good. I'm just working, eating, surrounding myself around positivity.
All right, look at you. You're doing it. You're doing it. That's good. That's a good thing. All right. And so any challenges, any difficulties with working the program so far?
No, I'm just telling my mind that I need to do it. So I'm doing it.
Very good. And you're going to benefit so much for doing the program. Very good. Have you started connecting with your provider for treatment?
Yeah, so I had for pop off, I had a appointment yesterday, but she canceled. She just texted me, I gotta wait till I get off the court with you. But she said about Saturday or Friday. I couldn't really read the message. It just popped back up. I didn't really read it. But I'll let my case manager know, then he'll let you know. But she had to reschedule with me from yesterday. I did have an appointment with her yesterday, but for the other appointment, they ended up pushing it back. I guess he booked me wrong. It's December 29th at 2:30, I believe, for the assessment, the one-time assessment.
It's when is it?
December 29th.
Oh, that's a long time away.
I know, but that's the only booking they have for me.
But that's
I
not
told
the
her,
one from
could she
Pop
do
Off, is it?
anything earlier than that, but she said she didn't have anything. Not for pop off, for the other, like through the other provider.
She's gonna see two providers.
So I think some of the miscommunication is that we are trying to get her, because she has private insurance. So we were trying to get her through somebody with her private insurance, but they ended up taking a very long time. So I did have Miss Wheeler look into Pop Off, and we are setting that up. So whichever one comes through first is what we're going to use. So it's not that she's going to have two, it's that the other one is just like a second option if something is to fail with Pop Off. But as of right now, Pop Off is the main provider that we're looking to use.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that clarification. All right, Ms. Wheeler, I just want to make sure you're doing everything that you can do to start utilizing your services, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, not really. I'm just kind of ready to go to like phase 2.
All right, well, we got to get some things done in phase 1.
Yeah.
Have that conversation with Mr. Green, and he'll let you know exactly what you need to do, okay?
Okay.
All right, awesome. Mr. Green, let me hear from you as to Ms. Wheeler.
Yes, Ms. Wheeler was admitted to the program on the 16th of November, 2022. So far, she is doing a great job. As she said, she's getting things worked out with Pop Off. She's testing 3 times a week at jams, and she is compliant with her screens, and they have all been negative so far. She's expressed to me her willingness to do the program and get herself in a better position. And at this time, I have no compliance issues with Ms. Wheeler.
Wonderful, excellent. All right, if nothing else from any of the other team members, as to Ms. Wheeler, let's get her next date.
Yes, her next return to court date will be December 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Ms. Wheeler?
Yes, ma'am. December 14th, 8:35.
Yes, ma'am. All right, if you don't have any questions for the team, I want to encourage you to keep doing well, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. All right, you are free to leave, ma'am. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. There was, and I see Miss Thomas, or is she on my docket for today?
She is not, Your Honor. She just is appearing as you requested several, I think, a couple years ago. Just coming to the docket regularly.
Yes. All right. And so you did update me. Miss Thomas Orr, good morning to you. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. Good morning.
Okay.
I still can't hear you.
No, there she is. She's just a little low.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you now. All right. How are you this morning?
I'm actually doing well personally.
All right. All right. Mr. Green did update us as to what's going on with you. And so, listen, I want to encourage you. You've got to work your program. I know there are a lot of things that are pulling at you, but look, Miss Thomas Orr, you know what you're dealing with, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. And you know the severity of it, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. And so if you know that you need to change environments, take your kids and start over and do something different, I want you to feel empowered to do that, and also know that we will help you. Okay? We will help you as much as we can. All right.
All right, that's
So
fine.
I need-
More importantly, I really needed to get back on my meds. I most definitely have been in denial about that for about 3 years now, about 3, 4 years. But I most definitely feel way a little bit calmer and not so antsy, you know.
Okay, very good. And you're taking them the way you're supposed to?
Yes, I actually have a couple appointments this morning. So I'm like, oh, I hope she called me real quick because I have to call with I have a appointment with DHS on the phone, but I'm just waiting on them to call in. And then my med counselor, he's coming to the house with my crisis counselors. So because they do house visits, they come visit me every day to check on me and stuff.
I love it. I love it. Very good. Very good. You still committed to work in the program, Ms. Thomas, or?
Yes.
All right, very good. Your kids are good?
They're a little bit more than good. Personally, I keep trying to tell them, I don't know who Sonny is, but we'll figure it out.
Right. All right. Okay, Mr. Green, was there anything that has changed or that you need the court to do by way of order as to Ms. Thomas or?
No, Your Honor, not at this time. But I would like to update the court that Miss Thomas Orr is planning to come down here on Friday and meet with me alongside her case manager. Is that with Hope Network, Miss Thomas Orr?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, but they are going to come down here and give me a thorough breakdown of what she will need. And I also will sign a release so I can talk to the people who will be running her intensive outpatient program. So that is scheduled for Friday.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, Ms. Thomas, or I just need you to check in with me. I want to make sure that you're good, okay?
Yeah, I
And
sure
Judge,
can.
may I add
So do I need
something?
to call tomorrow too? Because I can call.
Mr. Green, what's your recommendation?
I would recommend, because she is kind of taking care of all of the things right now, I would ask that she be excused from attending the hearing on tomorrow. I want her to focus on dealing with the services that she needs to do and getting all of that situated, because she does have several meetings coming up in the next few days.
Okay, so when would you like her to come back into court?
Um,
What you do next week, Wednesday?
yes, we can have her come back in on Wednesday,
All right,
next week, Wednesday.
so that is, what's that, December 7th?
Yeah, December 7th.
All right, very good. So Ms. Thomas Orr, you'll come back on December 7th at 8:35 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Awesome. It's good to see you. I'm glad that you are doing well. And just continue to reach out and take advantage of all of the resources you have. Mr. Fikens, you wanted to say something, please do.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Thomas Orr, I've seen you from the beginning when you came into this program, and it's so good to see you now. You look so much healthier. Your attitude is so much better. You're getting it. It seems like you've accepted that you want help and you're doing it, and you're doing the hard and heavy lifting. So keep up the great work, ma'am. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Fikens. All right, you have your next date. Go to your appointments and do well, okay?
All right, y'all have a good morning.
All right, you do the same. Thank you.
And Mr. Green, I'll call you after the counselor leaves and the other people leave.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, there was someone on the specialty court dock who I turned off your camera. I need everybody to mute for me, please. Who I turned off your camera. You're doing way too much. Karina Coleman is in my courtroom. She's not eligible for a hearing. I think we adjourned her to tomorrow. Is that correct? Miss, I need everybody to turn on their cameras. I need to see who where you are. Here, Harris, I will ask you to start your camera, but I need you to sit down somewhere. You was doing way too much. All right, there you go. I need everybody to turn on their camera. Miss Coleman, you have to physically come into the courthouse. I believe that Miss Did we say I would put her on for tomorrow?
No, that was actually Miss Mathis that we were adjourning to tomorrow.
Ms. Coleman is not eligible for, she's not eligible for a Zoom hearing. So ma'am, you need to head, I made this announcement early this morning. You need to head into the courthouse or a warrant will be placed for your arrest. And Ms. Coleman, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna come and get you today. Officer E is on, as a matter of fact. We're gonna come pick you up today and you'll sit at that Wayne County Jail. Get yourself down to that courthouse. You're not eligible for a Zoom hearing. I know Ms. Taylor told you. I made an announcement this morning when we came on. And so you've had your camera off, that's on you. If you came late, that's on you, but you are not eligible to be in my Zoom courtroom. I'll see you in the physical courtroom or I'll see you at the Wayne County Jail. Have a good day. Thank you so much. All right.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, you have to turn your camera on, whoever is trying to get my attention. I'm ready to go to Tiara Harris. Miss Harris,
You have to turn the camera on.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Compton.
Okay, ma'am, somebody needs to reach out to the person whose last name says Akins on their screen because they're not in my specialty court. Let's find out who they are and where they belong so we make sure they're in the right place, okay? All right, because they're not in my specialty, on my specialty court docket.
Hi, good morning, that's me.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Myself and Ms. Wilson have tried to reach out to Akins to find out a case number or something, and they have not responded to the chat to either of us.
Okay,
So we
Ms.
don't know where they
I need
belong.
you, nope, I can't disrupt my courtroom. I need you to dial the courtroom and speak to my clerk. That number is, grab a pen. Ready? All right, that number is 313-965-2280. That number is also in the chat, 965-2280. Please call so you can get to the right place, okay? All right, thank you. All right, let's do it for Miss Harris. Miss Harris, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge Holmes. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing well, working 2 jobs, trying to keep myself busy until Team Wellness get my stuff together.
All right, and I know that they're getting it together. Let me place your case number on the record real quick before I get carried away. Here we go. I have case number 210-447-1301. Miss Harris, state your full name for me.
My name is Tiara Caprice Harris.
All right, Miss Harris. Listen, we talked in staffing on yesterday. Someone was there from Team Wellness, and it's my understanding there's going to be an order that's going to go out. Hopefully, Mr. Green, if we could close that gap on this morning, that Ms. Rogers gets that order to me, to the team, I'll sign it so you can get a new evaluation. But it's my understanding that you are seeing Ms. Griffin, is that correct?
Yes, I've been speaking to Miss Griffin. I was supposed to actually have a meet with her yesterday, but she was probably too busy. She was supposed to call me back at a certain time, but I think she got too busy to where she didn't call me back. So after I got out of court today, before I have to go to work, I was planning on giving her a call to see if she wanted to still do the over the phone evaluation with me today, if that was okay.
All right. So whose case? Is this Mr. Green's case?
This is mine.
Okay, so Mr. Green, I know Miss Griffin said yesterday that she would see Miss Harris. So if you could find out what's going on, so we can make sure she is connected with and receiving her service.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to do my outpatient treatment and stuff. I haven't even had a chance to do it.
Yes, ma'am, and you've got to do it. You've got to do it. All right. And yes, she really has to get into her treatment.
Yeah, because like I got, my biggest fear is, like I said, this house is a trigger for me. And I have people that's been hearing I'm back in this neighborhood and they're trying to get to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really trying to dodge people, like literally, like I got people popping up at my door unwanted, unannounced, and I've really been dodging people, like telling my children and everybody to tell people I'm not home, I'm at work, or, things like that. And it's not it.
All right. And so what are you doing to help yourself?
Just working 2 jobs. I do home health care, and I was working out at a plant in Roseville, but now I'm moving to a plant that's closer to my home in Plymouth. that I'm going to start tomorrow. So let my other job know that I'll be moving somewhere closer because I don't have a car. I can't drive right now due to my case.
Of course. All right. And please don't drive.
They said I could get my license back, I think November 29th, but I was going to call Secretary of State and see just to make sure. But just really just trying to keep myself busy and trying to stay focused on the positive, not the negative, and dodging people that don't mean me no good that I know for a fact, trying to bring the old me back. And I like the new me I'm becoming.
All right. Very good. Well, I like the new you you're becoming too. You're taking care of business. You're making some good moves. You're staying away from people that may bring drama or cause you to go backwards. So those are all good things to be a part of the new you. And so, Mr. Green, let's definitely work with getting her into that treatment so we can make sure we're addressing everything. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
Very good. Mr. Green, what do you want? Well, before you do that, Miss Harris, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good. I cooked for the kids and my grandmother. Few of my cousins came over and I went to bed pretty early because I started my cooking the day before when I got off work. So I was in bed probably about 8, 9 o'clock that night.
Okay.
I had to go to work, because like I said, I do home health care in the mornings, but I took off today to come to court. And then in the afternoon, I work at the plant, which, Mr. Green, sorry, Judge Holmes. Them hours on the new job will still be the same. I'm going to give you the information, or if you could call me later on when you're free, I'll give you the information to my new job as well, so you can keep in contact with that too.
Okay, I'll call you.
Okay, thank you. But yep, just trying to stay busy, just trying to stay focused and not letting nothing deter me from my path that I'm on. But it's kind of hard when you're in the same neighborhood and old acquaintances trying to get to you. I feel like the devil is like pulling at me right now, and when I came home, so fresh home, it was like all this, halo energy, and now it's these demons, and I'm trying to fight them off. You know what I'm saying?
Have you entertained moving?
Team Wellness was supposed to have been helping me with that. The housing coordinator never called me. They said I needed an income, so now I have 2 jobs. So I'm just trying to figure out, do I need to come up with money to move? Like, what do I need to do on my end to progress this? You know what I'm saying?
And so, Mr. Green, also, I'd like you to reach out to Mr. Morgan, or Ms. Taylor may have the information for Mr. Bowser with the city of Detroit, who helps us with housing as well. Work both avenues. Because if you're saying that where you're living is a trigger for you and you're willing to move, then I think you should move.
Yes, because when they had my case with the wrong lady that reached out to me she was like, well, you need an income. So I went and got 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nothing to hinder me. Like, just let me know if I got to come up with a set amount. I will work my hardest to get it, just to get away from here. Seriously.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Green, you hear that, right?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I'll follow up with that, and we'll get a move with some urgency on that. So.
Okay, wonderful. Is there anything you need to report out as to Ms. Harris?
No, Your Honor. Ms. Harris is doing really well with the program. She always maintains a good attitude and keeps staying in compliance with the program. At this time, I have no issues with her.
All right, awesome. Ms. Harris, do you have any questions for the team?
Nope. My only concerns is just getting away from this neighborhood right now. And, that's just my biggest concern because I don't want to fall, and it's so easily to be led back into trouble and so hard to get out of, so I really want to stay on my positive road and stay with my head towards the sky and not down,
Yeah. And so I want to just encourage you to control the things that you can control. Can't control what goes on in the neighborhood. But what you can control is the choices that you make.
Yeah.
You can't control the people that you associate with. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can't control what you drink, what you eat.
No, I think it's hers.
Oh.
But you're frozen if you can hear us.
The wind's so high. Judge Holmes.
She's probably gonna hop back on. Just hang tight for a second.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Can you all hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got knocked out of the courtroom. Okay. All right. So did you hear what I said about controlling the things that you can control?
Yes, ma'am.
Everything else, you're gonna have to just let it be for now. Control
Okay.
the things you control. And really that starts with you and ends with you. Okay.
Thank you, Judge Holmes.
All right. Very good. What's next for Ms. Harris?
Yes, Ms. Harris will return to court on December 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. via Zoom.
All right. Very good. You got that, Ms. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor, I received it.
All right. Wonderful. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hang in there. Fight hard. You deserve it. Okay?
Thank you. I will. I'm gonna keep
All right.
fighting.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Take care.
Have a good one, everybody. Stay safe.
You too.
All right. Okay, I just want to go down the list. There was a formal hearing that was scheduled for 8:35 a.m. for Amar Al-Tayeb. Did that individual show up or his attorney?
Did not appear to, Judge.
All right, Ms. Mack.
I was not, that no one contacted me from either parties.
All right, then I have case number SP 139-41381 for Amar Al-Tayeb. I am going to issue a default judgment. All right. I need to see, is there anybody that, give me a second. All right. All right, I'm gonna call Delian Thomas. I'm on page 2 of the elongated docket, 200-458-0601. Mr. Thomas is in the care of the Wayne County Jail. He has an outstanding warrant with Judge Bryant. And so he's going to see the jail navigator. Ms. Mack, I need you to put on the mid, must meet with jail navigator. And I am going to adjourn him to see this court on December 7th, 2022, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. And I also have for Mr. Thomas Z 789707. All right, I also need to call Raekwon Watts, case number 220-442-8601. Mr. Watts is also, is he with the Wayne County Jail? Yes, he is. He's with the Wayne County Jail. And he is going to be adjourned to December 7th, 2022. And that will be at 8:45 a.m. And then and so make sure that's sent over to the jail. So that it's my understanding, so that he just wouldn't walk out. Is that correct, team?
Yes.
That's what we said. Okay, very good. All right. And then I think that's all the people that did not have to come into the courtroom. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge. And I do want to point out that just in case you missed it, Asia Whitley is on the docket, but she was put 12 a.m. instead of 12 p.m. So she's on the very last page, but we don't forget to call her case at 12 o'clock.
Okay. Is she's coming on to Zoom, or is this a face-to-face for her?
She's supposed to Zoom in.
All right, wonderful. Let me get the return to court date for Augustine Cruz, 210-565-5401. He was scheduled for a face-to-face today.
Yes, he will return to court next week on December 7th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, December 7th. Thank you. And then I don't know if you can reach Miss Whitley and tell her this is really a good time. If she want to jump on and jump out, that would be great. I know that Attorney Warfield is in the courtroom, and so she's been meeting with people. And so I'll start calling those cases. As soon as I come back from recess. So tell Miss Whitley this is a good time for her to jump on, okay? I need just a few minutes. Thank
Okay.
you. Court is in recess. All right, Mr. Morgan, it's taking a little bit longer than I expected for those results.
Hey,
And-
Judge, we just got something back, Judge.
All right, so who can I call? Let's do it.
He's literally walking in.
Let's call Mr. Barusco.
All right, let's do it. Have Mr. Barusco come forward. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. And thank you, Officer Lai. All right. And then we need a prosecutor. Did anybody reach out to the prosecutor?
I can, Your Honor.
Yes, would you reach out, let her know I'm calling all of the cases that are people that were not in compliance with my orders for the holidays. All right, for Mr. Baruchko, I have
Yes,
case
ma'am.
number 210-580-5801. State your full name for me, Mr. Baruchko.
Jordan Baruchko.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Do you know why you're in my courtroom?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
All right. You know that you had a positive screen and it was confirmed as negative. However, I do need you to start keeping a log. And I don't know if I told you this before, beginning immediately of everything that you drink, eat, take in. I need you to keep date, time, what the product is, and how much you use. Because we have to determine what you came in contact with that would make you test positive for the substance that you tested positive for, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
The one thing I don't want people to believe in this program is that you can test positive, have a negative confirmation, and then just keep testing positive. It's not going to happen. We can't have people just testing positive in the program. That can't happen. And so we have to find out why, because what we have learned in the past that sometimes people test positive and they have a negative confirmation because they're using substances that are harder to detect. We eventually catch up with it, but they're using substances that are harder to detect. I'm not suggesting that that's what you're doing. I'm just explaining to you why you won't be able to continue to test positive and then get a negative confirmation, okay? So let's start with, you're gonna do that log of everything you take in, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you're gonna provide that to Ms. Taylor on a weekly basis. So Ms. Taylor, can he provide that to you like every Friday? Can he send that to you, his log, or you want it on Mondays?
No, that's fine. He can send it to me every Friday.
All right, please make sure that that's a part of my order so that we can report out on it, that we're getting his log effective immediately of everything. So if you fail to put something down and you have a positive test, and we have the people that do the science look at your list and they say, Judge, nothing on this list will cause them to test positive, you're going to have some issues, okay? So make sure you're writing down everything, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you missed the screen on November 27th.
Yes, this is correct. I went to the 6 Mile and Schaefer spot. Before I went, I searched it on Google and it said that they were opening soon. So I got there at 5 o'clock. They were closed along with probably 20 other people in a packed parking lot. I wasn't the only one that was waiting. So I waited till 5:43. And they still weren't opening up. I even went to the back door and knocked on the back door. There was nothing.
Understand. Why didn't you get up and
But
test that? Why didn't you get
a
up?
video, so.
I understand, but when you called in and found out that your color dropped, why didn't you go test that morning?
I was on my way back from that AA convention, so I missed it. I left I left Sunday morning to head back to East Point from the AA convention in Grand Rapids. It was a 2-hour drive. I happened to miss it. So I figured, okay, the Detroit location's open in the afternoon. So I went to the Detroit location. Not knowing that there was something going on, so.
Okay. All right, Ms. Taylor, what do you want to tell me? If anything different from staffing yesterday?
Nothing different. Just I know that Mr. Baruchko was pretty upset. And I just want to reiterate, Ms. Baruchko, I did inform Judge of everything that you just stated. I informed her of the video that you submitted, so I don't want you to think that you're not being heard. I always pass that information on to the judge, but she did have her own ruling and she did instruct everyone to go test in the morning. So I just want you to understand that that's why you're here. And just moving forward, we will have a plan. So.
Okay, yes, because what we talked about, Mr. Baruchko, is that, you know, if you were in Grand Rapids and you were gonna be getting on the road, I mean, in the holidays, and this is for everybody, we can't control whether they close early or they let people go, or they have a staffing shortage. People call off or what have you. And so it's important that in the mornings, if your color drops, go test, because you could have tested in Grand Rapids as opposed to coming back to Detroit. In addition, the case managers, I think in staffing yesterday talked about, you know, making sure that when people, if they're going to be out or just holiday period, what's your backup plan? Because not testing is not an option. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, especially on the heels of a positive test, even though it was confirmed as negative. And I don't have a log of what you've been doing. I'm going to get that going forward, starting this Friday. But it's important that you test. You tested on this morning?
Yes, I did.
All right, Ms. Taylor's everything good?
Yes, I did receive those results and they were negative.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Baruchko, because you missed your test on November 27th, what time did you get in this morning to the courthouse?
I got here really early. So
Okay.
I was waiting outside before I came in.
8:20, Your Honor.
Yeah.
All right, very good. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Mr. Baruchko, the only, I'm sorry, Ms. Warfield, was there anything you want to say? The only thing I'm going to do as to Mr. Baruchko, and this is on a case-by-case basis. I want to make sure everybody understands that. So even if you have the video, you may not get the same results as Mr. Baruchko, because Mr. Baruchko, I'm dealing with the facts of his case. And so I'm going to have Mr. Baruchko stay with us until 12 noon. You'll have to sit in the courtroom in the box until 12 noon. That's going to be your sanction. And then you will be released to go. But from this day forward, you are to keep, until further notice from the court, you are to keep a log of every single thing that you take in. And whether it's drinking, eating, putting it on your skin, whatever, you need to keep a log of it and provide that log to Ms. Taylor on Fridays, so that if we have another positive, we're going to be able to look at what did he take in that could have caused the positive. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Warfield, Attorney Warfield, did you have anything
Yes,
else?
Your Honor.
Go. I'm keeping him until noon.
Okay, thank you for that update, Your Honor. I did just want to note that me and Mr. Baruchko had a conversation. He expressed, you know, that he did go and try to test, but it was closed. I did make sure that Mr. Baruchko was aware and really understood that it is his responsibility to stay up to date with any announcements or changes to testing, especially during the holiday season. So we are all on one accord. I am going to give Mr. Baruchko a resource outside of just the general Google information, so he can dive a little bit deeper, to make sure that the hours are set, and he understands his sanction. And I think that Mr. Baruchko's reputation in our program is really his saving grace today. He knows that it is his good works that he has done so far that, you know, it just has the sanction of just being able to spend time with us this morning.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Baruchko, if you don't have any questions for the court, do you have any questions I should ask?
I do not, ma'am.
All right, very good. Ms. Taylor, what's next for Mr. Baruchko?
Mr. Baruchko will have a face-to-face with myself on December 21st, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Baruchko?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Have a seat, and you are going to, the officer will make sure that you're released at 12 o'clock noon, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you. I'm going to place Karina Coleman's cases on the record, SP 1201399, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 1201434, counts 1 and 2. Case number Z8083371, and case number Z390333046. Ms. Coleman is going to come to the courthouse in person on tomorrow, and that will be December 1st, 2022, and she's to report no later than 8:30 a.m. All right. Let's go. Are we ready on Mark Harris?
Your Honor, I know during the staffing, you noted that you wanted to hold off on Mr. Harris.
Oh, that's right, that's right. That's why he circled. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Mr. Harris, hold.
I
No,
believe
I'm gonna hold him. I'll go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and do it. Mr. Harris, join us at the podium. Do we have test results on Mr. Harris?
yes, and they are negative.
All right, wonderful. All right. I have case number 220-443-5501. Mr. Harris, state your full name for the record.
Mark Harris.
All right, good morning, Mr. Harris.
Good morning.
All right. You're in my courtroom this morning because you had some issues with respect to following the court's orders during the holiday. Ms. Taylor, I do have a question. The test from the 25th and the 28th, you should have received results by now.
Well, Your Honor, I did receive results for the 25th. That screen was negative, but the 28th is still pending.
Still pending? Okay, very good. All right, very good. Okay, Mr. Harris, we had an opportunity to staff your case, and I know that you had some things that were going on, but here's what I want to tell you. I appreciate the fact that you admitted what your role and your responsibility was, and that you failed to comply without having us jump through hoops. I think I told you when you first came into the program, honesty would always go a lot farther. That doesn't mean you won't get a sanction, but it certainly won't be the sanction that you'll get when you're not truthful with me, or you have us send out confirmations and you're saying, oh no, I didn't do anything. And then confirmation come back, then you have a story for me. That will never work, because I don't want to hear a story after I get a confirmation. Confirmation tells me the whole story. And so I appreciate you being honest with me. I know that you are very new to the program, and so we're going to work with you. Ms. Taylor indicated that there are some services that you're receiving from Black Family Development as well as Teen Wellness. And so what I want to make sure, Ms. Taylor, is that he has emergency contact, so that when he is in crisis, he has a place to go, even if it's not business hours at the court. He has someone that he can call. And so have we equipped him with that information?
I believe I have sent the crisis information, but I'll send it to him again, which that is a 24-hour, 7 days a week resource.
All right. Did you hear that, Mr. Harris?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I do have that information.
All right. So listen, I understand things happen in life that will knock all the wind out of us. I get it. But here's what I need from you. I need your first thought to be, let me reach out. Let me at least try to help myself, okay? Instead of going backwards. All right? Can I count on you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Is there anything else you want to say to the court?
No, ma'am. I thank everybody for the support that I got since that day too.
All right, very good. Ms. Taylor, is there anything else you want to tell me?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Attorney Warfield?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, very good. What's next for Mr. Harris?
He will have he will return to court before you on December 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. via Zoom.
All right, and so you'll be on Zoom unless your case manager contacts you and tell you something different, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Harris, I'm going to release you, okay? I'm going to release you. You are free to leave.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, let's keep going. I have, did Ms. Light show up?
Your Honor,
No, ma'am.
we adjourned her to
Friday.
Yes.
All right, let me call Ms. Light. Thank you. I didn't write, oh, yes, I did. Okay, sorry. All right, I have for Dominique Light, Z795-7951, Z805-5681, case number 17045092001. Ms. Light is going to see me on December 2nd, 2022, and that's going to be at 8:30 a.m. And she's already received notice, is that correct, Ms. Taylor?
Yes, I informed her yesterday.
All right, very good.
As well as we did adjourn Ms. Mathis to tomorrow, if you want to put that on the record too.
Yes, all right. I have for Mahogany Mathis, she's on for 9:00 a.m. I have case number 20057919001. I also have 204857381. Ms. Mathis is adjourned to December 1st, 2022, and that will also be at 8:30 a.m. I'm sorry, 8:35 on those. All right, I'm not sure who's coming into my courtroom. You all can find out who that is. All right, very good, but Miss Mack or Miss Wilson. All right, I am ready on, I need the attorney for line barger. Let's go to Arma Seawright. Is Miss Seawright in the courtroom?
Yes, Judge.
All right, let's have Miss Seawright join us at the podium. I have case number 210-451-0401. Good morning, Miss Seawright. Please state your name.
My name is Irma Denise Seawright. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Miss Seawright, why are you in my courtroom today?
I failed to drop Friday. That was the day of my cousin viewing. And where I go was from 5 to 7.
Oh, Miss Seawright, we got a problem though. Have they talked to you about your test results today?
Yes.
So Miss Seawright, you're missing a screen, and my condolences regarding your cousin. But listen, viewings don't start usually until the evening. You had all day to go test. And even if it started in the morning, you could have gone to test. Viewings don't start at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. So you just didn't go test. You missed the screen, and now today you're positive. That's a problem. I can help you with the drinking, but I can't help you with respect to not being honest about where you are and what's going on with you. So Miss, I need a prosecutor for Miss Seawright's case. I won't be able to do her without a prosecutor. Did you all get Miss Seawright on the 1-800 number so she can be honest about her issues?
Yes, Your Honor, she has been on the 800 number. She has services set up with Detroit Recovery Project. And that is to begin on, I guess they did their assessment, but their next meeting is on the 15th of December. We are also in the process of getting her set up again so that she can get psychiatric services through Detroit Recovery Project as well, because they recommended that she get their services there too.
All right. How did you get to court today, Miss Seawright?
My brother.
Oh, there's the prosecutor. All right, thank you so much. I'm just calling a case that I need the prosecutor on. You right on time.
Good morning, Judge. Thank you. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, no, I know you're working and moving. All right, and so Ms. Rogers, go ahead and place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Sydney Rogers for the people, P8072.
All right, thank you, Ms. Rogers. Ms. Seawright is before us today. She's missed a screen, as well as she has a positive screen on today. Mr. Green has indicated that she's going to see Detroit Recovery Project, but not until December 15th. That is way too long. She's having a problem. And they're going to set up for other services as well. And so I need to hear from the case manager, Mr. Green, I'm sorry, what your recommendation is, because we're not even at December 1st and we're talking about at least 2 weeks out before there's any intervention, and she's coming to the court positive. Now, when you know you coming to court, I mean, I don't know.
Your Honor, I had the chance to talk with both Ms. Seawright and Ms. Warfield. Ms. Seawright has been transparent with me. She did admit to using alcohol on Saturday and Sunday. She has been informing me since she began the program that she was dealing with the passing of one of her relatives. It has been an emotional burden for her, and it has taken some toll on her as well. I talked to her about, that grief was not just a temporary process, that it can be, long-term, and that even though it occurred because of this moment, it can still come back later. And what is your response? She has indicated to me that, she does realize that she has a problem and she wants to take care of it. As I said earlier, she is set to get on the 1-800 number today to get the psychiatric services set up. She has expressed that she does want to get on medication, and she acknowledges the fact that she has not been on a medication, and that may be one of the roots of her issues. At this time, Your Honor, because of the situation and the timeliness, just with her being on the program, I would just recommend a verbal admonishment and that we set her up on an 800 number today to get those psychiatric services set up, and also to see if we can expedite that. She has signed a release for me to talk to the Detroit Recovery Project, and maybe I can speak with them and try to see if we can do something a little sooner. But that would be my recommendation at this time.
All right. I need you to get the expedited services for her. I don't know if you've given her a crisis number or what have you, but she's got to do something. She can't just walk out the court this morning coming in with a positive screen. Because it sounds like to me the issue may be a little bit bigger than what she believes it is, and what she's let us believe. Yes, Attorney Warfield, is that you?
Yes, if I can just add on a little bit more to what Mr. Green has already stated. Before all three of us met, I had my own individual conversation with Ms. Seawright. On top of the death in her family, another instance popped up with her daughter. And one thing I can say is Ms. Seawright blatantly acknowledged, she's like, I am in a dark place and I feel myself reverting back to how I was before I was on medication years ago. I know I need help. And I know I need to be in this program so I don't end up back where I was. The accountability that she took, I'm not gonna say it astounded me because we have people who do that before, but it was a sincerity in it. And so I'm asking, because that she is new and because she is already, as Mr. Green stated, noted the things that she needs to do, such as getting on the new 800 number to get her evaluation and possibly get the medication that she needs. We allow her to get fully into the program and see her stay in compliance with her program before we send her to jail. I did make note that this is an offense in which she can get sent to Wayne County for, because there is zero tolerance for alcohol. And that was explained to her before day one, before she came physically into the courtroom. And she acknowledged that. But in the same breath, she also acknowledged the darkness that she had, that she recognized from years ago, that she wants to get a leash on, that she wants to get help with everything that is going on in her life, not just with her cousin. So again, as Mr. Green stated, with her acknowledging her faults, with her acknowledging the fact that she needs help, not that she wants to, on top of the fact that she wants it, but that she needs it, I'm asking that we do give her a chance to prove that she really wants our resources, Your Honor.
Right, very good. Ms. Rogers?
Yes, thank you. I do have two questions for Mr. Green. Is Miss Seawright in phase one?
Yeah, she is at phase one. She just began in the program on November 16th, 2022.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And what is her underlining charge?
The underlying charge is child abuse 4th degree.
Okay, thank you. Based on all the information that I've heard, today I'm recommending as a sanction, 8 hours of additional community service based on the positive screen. And I'm making this recommendation because the defendant is in phase one, which is the first phase of the program. And the sanctions should ideally be proportional. As she is just beginning, she's been in the program less than a month. And I do understand that recovery is a very hard process, and relapse is part of it, unfortunately. And I give Miss Seawright a lot of credit that she was honest with the court, which does go a long way. That she said is what's going on and that she does want treatment. And if she can't get into treatment for 2 weeks, I don't believe that is a fault of her own. That is a fault of the treatment provider. But based on this, she did test positive for alcohol, which is a problem, especially if she drank 2 days in a row. It wasn't a one isolated incident. That's why I'm asking for the 8 hours of community service.
Okay, any response? Anyone? No response?
No response.
Anything unreasonable? No response, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, very good. And so, listen, today she is gonna sit it out for, today she is going to sit it out. She'll be with us today. Mr. Green, while she's with us today, why don't you get with her, call in to with her to call into DRP and see if she can get into her services sooner than December 15th. And then also I'll do the 8 hours of community service. But listen, Ms. Seawright, you gotta open up and let's get in this program and really work it. But you're gonna sit with us today. You won't go over to the holding area. So she's not to go to the holding area. And so when you break for lunch, officer, Ms. Seawright can release. And so that will be her sanction, 8 hours of community service, and she'll be held at the court until that's probably what time, officer? 12:30?
Yes, 12:30.
I'm talking about the officers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Officer.
Yes, ma'am. It'll probably be around 12:30, ma'am.
All right, so I'll just put a time down. She'll be released at 12:30 and she'll do the 8 hours of community service. All right. We'll see, right? Listen, we want to get you on track, work with your case manager while you're here at the court to make sure you can get in, get the services that you need immediately. Make sure that she has a crisis number as well, Mr. Green, that she can utilize because she's got a lot of moving parts going on. And I don't want you to have to, if you could do it on your own, you wouldn't be here. And so let's equip her with some emergency services so that when she is in crisis, she has a place to go, a place to call, some professionals to reach out to. Okay?
Will do.
All right, Ms. Wright, do you have any questions? I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, I do not.
All right, thank you. And I also want to thank you for being honest about the fact that you did pick up and you did drink from jumping through hoops and all of that good stuff. We can't help you if you don't tell us how to help you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. So you're gonna have a seat. You'll be released at 12:30. Thank you. Let's go to, I have on my list, Ms. Linebarger, case number 210-443-8101.
Your Honor, I just sent a message to Ms. Warfield about Ms. Linebarger. Is there any way we can push this one back for a second so we can get a chance to talk with Ms. Linebarger, or so that Ms. Warfield has the opportunity to talk with her about it?
Yes, I'll recall Ms. Linebarger.
Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Linebarger. All right.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Antonia Smith. Mr. Fikers, while Ms. Smith is approaching, there is an individual that's on, a Jemiah Adams.
Yes,
That's
Your Honor.
adjourned to pay case number 144-848-961. Mr. Adams did in fact show up. He needs additional time to pay. And so I am going to grant that request. Thank you to Mr. Adams for showing up. He's asked for Friday. And so what I'm going to do, Mr. Fikens, is I will put him on for next week, Friday, December 9th, 2022 at 10:30. So I'm giving him plenty of time to get it paid and get it processed at 36th District Court. No
Thank you.
additional adjournments.
Thank you, Judge. You told me he needed a little walking around money, so thank you.
All right, does December 9th give him enough time?
Well, we were actually looking a little bit more, Judge, if
How
that's
much more
possible.
time?
Well, because of the holidays coming up, would the court be so kind as to go into January?
I will. I'll do, Ms. Mack, I'll adjourn him to January 13th, 2020 at 10:30. Now, make sure he gets it paid, Mr. Fikers, because I won't give him another extension. All
And
right?
He is on the screen, and I think he did hear you.
All right, you heard that, Mr. Adams? All right, thank you for showing up, sir. You are,
Thank
all right, very good. Listen, I'm getting another text about another story. Hold on.
You're free to go, Mr. Adams.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Ms. Linebarger has real problems. Y'all make sure y'all share that with the team if you have not already done so. All right, I am ready on Antonia and Ms. Taylor. You asked all the same questions that I would have asked. And here's the thing, I'm not interested in hearing stories after you get caught. I'm just not. All right, let's go. On Antonia Smith, I have case number Z80731. Ms. Smith, please state your full name for the record.
Antonia Smith.
Ms. Smith, why are you in my courtroom?
Because I had got a positive.
You got a positive. You told us you didn't know, you didn't know what, you didn't know where, you didn't know who, you didn't know when, you didn't know nothing. You knew nothing. So we sent it out for confirmation because that's what we do. We send it out for confirmation. Now that it's confirmed, you've got a story, and it's not a good story because Ms. Smith, you are in our final phase of the program. So at this phase, the story you gave to me is more egregious than if you had just said, I just decided I wanted to do something and that's what I decided to do. No, that's more egregious than the story you gave. So how do you think I should respond to you? You're in the final phase, you're getting ready to graduate, to complete the program, and then you test positive for this kind of substance, which is not a good thing. I mean, not that any substance is a good thing, but my goodness, you're going for the gusto, honey. So how do you think I should respond?
Well, I never did anything with that type of thing in my system before. And my head was really hurting, and I asked a friend for a pain pill, and not knowing that she gave me something that was meant to help my system for positive. So when I did ask her, I didn't think it was something like that, but I did ask her, she admitted it was Percocet.
Ms. Smith, when you got that positive screen, I asked you, Miss Smith, what's going on? Oh, nothing. I don't know how that got in my system. I didn't do nothing. I didn't take nothing. I don't know nothing. Miss Smith, listen, we are in 2022. If you don't do anything else outside of specialty court, you don't take no medicine from nobody. Who's doing that in 2022? Folks are lacing things, folks are cutting stuff, folks are doing all kind of crazy cuckoo mess. And people are dying from it. And you gonna take a pill from somebody? What happened to I have a headache? Let me get me a Tylenol. That it's not gonna cut it with me. Miss Taylor, what do you want to tell me? Nope.
I don't have anything in addition, Your Honor. I was just informed of this story on today.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do know that we talk about this in court hearings all the time, not to consume things from other people. I'm very disappointed that that is what Ms. Smith did do. And again, the fact that I also asked her where it came from, and she originally told me she did not have any idea. I don't have any input on that, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Attorney Warfield, what do you want to tell me on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to speak with Ms. Smith, and in all candor of the court, I told her how disappointed we all were because again, she is at the finish line and she is making rookie decisions. I'm not gonna call it a mistake, I'm gonna call it a decision. She did inform me that when we did contact her about the positive screen, she forgot about the thing that her friend gave her. So she was adamant that she did not know where it came from.
Which is why she should not have taken it. She's in a specialty court where she cannot take drugs. And so why would she take anything from a friend? I'm struggling, Attorney Warfield.
And I honed in on that like a queen bumblebee on the fact that the contract that she signed explicitly states that she cannot possess nor consume any type of medication that is not hers. And she, again, acknowledged the fact that she made the wrong decision. Your Honor, one thing I am gonna ask, we all know that Ms. Smith is gainfully employed. So what I'm gonna ask is that she does not get sanctioned to a jail time because of her employment and because she is using the funds from her employment to pay off fines and things of that nature. As far as anything else, Your Honor, I am gonna leave it to the discretion of the court again, because Ms. Smith is not a rookie in our program, and she's been fully made aware of her responsibilities with the program. But to advocate for my client, she is gainfully employed. We are asking for sanctions that do not include jail time, Your Honor.
All right, let me hear from the prosecution, from the people.
Yes, thank you. I do have one question for Ms. Taylor. Is this her first positive screen?
No, ma'am.
When was her last positive, if you know?
Yeah, I can actually go and look at it right now. Hold, give me like 2 seconds.
No problem. Thank you.
I believe the last positive that I have on record was back on June 22nd, 2022.
Okay, thank you. And I'm sorry, I don't have a docket. What's her underlining charge?
OWVI.
Thank you, Judge. Based on all that, this is not her first positive, that her offense is operating while intoxicated, which by itself is a very dangerous offense that can greatly harm the public. And now she's testing positive. I know it's not alcohol. It could be considered a worse substance than alcohol, and mostly that she's in the last phase. She's ready to graduate. And as I said in the previous hearing, the sanctions, I believe, should be proportional. And as you go up in phases, the sanctions can get harder because we're getting ready for graduation. The point of this program is not to have you in compliance, it's to have you ready for graduation in life post-specialty court. And unfortunately, Ms. Smith is demonstrating she's not ready for life post-specialty court. She's testing positive 2 times in less than 6 months. And also she did admit it today, which is nice, that she was truthful with the court and her attorney.
After the fact.
That's what I was just about to say.
I need to throw one thing in, Ms. Rogers, and I'm gonna let you continue. She says her friend gave her a Percocet. That's not what she tested positive for. She didn't test positive for an opiate.
It was cocaine, correct?
No, Miss.
No.
Send it
yeah.
to her.
Okay.
Ms. Rogers, grab your phone.
All right.
Yeah, I'm all right with my decision.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Okay, and based on that, and I am happy that she admitted it today, but she did not admit it when she originally tested positive, which wasted time, money, wasn't truthful at first. When it appeared her back was up against the wall, that's when she was truthful to a point. Based on all that and what her underlying charge is, which is an OWI, which is very concerning that she's still testing positive, and the her 5 phases, I am asking for 3 days in Wayne County Jail.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Miss Taylor, you brought that to my attention. What she tested positive for is not what her friend gave her. So how many friends did you take medicine from?
I only took one from one person, and I don't know what it was. She told me it was a Percocet when I asked her.
And that's the only thing I can think of. I'm so sorry, Miss Smith, but unless it honestly wasn't, or clearly it was not a Percocet, because that is not what you tested positive for. So I don't know what that person gave you, which is why you cannot take stuff from people.
All right. I have heard the recommendation. Anybody else want to address this court? If not, I am sending Ms. Smith to the Wayne County Jail. I will have her return. Today is Wednesday. I understand she has to work. She's gonna have to call off. She put herself in this position. I will bring her back because they don't release on the weekends. I will bring her back on December 2nd. So they are to dress her out and bring her back to the court on December 2nd. Ms. Smith, you need to spend some time thinking about, where do I go from here? You getting ready to be released soon, or you were. And that decision you made, taking something from somebody, and then when you tested positive, you knew you had taken it, you weren't honest. And that is indicative of there may be some other issues going on. And so, Ms. Taylor, I don't know what continuing services, what her continuum of care is. I don't have those notes with me right now. And so look at her continuum of care and let's see, check with the provider to see, does that need to be adjusted? They need to know we done picked up something different and just not making good decisions. So that's the court's decision. She'll go to the Wayne County Jail until December 2nd, 2022. she'll be brought over to Wayne County. I'm sorry, to 36th District Court, and she'll be on my docket that day, and I'll put her on for 9:30 a.m. Anything else for my consideration? I don't know, Miss Smith, do we need to mark your file medical at all?
Yeah, I got my medicine on me.
All right, so let's mark her file medical. Please, Miss Matt, also mark her file, the committal with the court that she's in, the specialty court that she's in, so that they will make sure she has everything that she needs. Okay? All right, Miss Smith, let's regroup. I'll see you on Friday.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. I have one more that we need to do with the prosecutor, and that's for are we ready on Miss Linebarger?
I believe Mr. Green went back upstairs. I did speak with Ms. Linebarger though about what's going on, so I'm ready to proceed, Your Honor. Mr. Green is.
Mr.
I'm ready
Green,
as
are
well.
you ready to proceed?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right. All right, very good. I have for Ms. Linebarger, this is a recall. I have I need somebody to read the case number. I wrote something and now I can't see my case number. Can someone read it for me?
Yes, Your Honor, is case.
Go ahead, Mr. Green.
Okay. Case number 21044-38101.
All right, thank you, Ms. Linebarger. Please state your name for the record.
Lisa Linebarger.
All right, good morning, Ms. Linebarger. Ms. Linebarger, I need to find the message that I just got. Give me 1 second. Mr. Green, did you send me something or am I thinking about somebody else?
I didn't send you anything.
Okay.
Your Honor, I think what Mr. Green sent me.
All right, so who wants to address the court first as to Ms. Linebarger?
Oh, I can if I don't mind.
Yes, sir. You may proceed.
All right, so Ms. Linebarger is initially here for a positive screen of alcohol that occurred during the holidays. She upon coming to the courthouse, we had her screen also, and that screen came back for opiates.
Today?
Yes, today. However, I think there's some type of miscommunication going on with Ms. Linebarger because she was prescribed from her doctor Tylenol 4, and that has I guess opiates inside of it. I believe Ms. Linebarger has told me that ATS, she was taking Percocet at first while she was on the program. However, I don't recall seeing any tests in ATS that yield a positive screen result for that. I do need to confirm with ATS to see if those were being tested in the earlier phases. But yes, Ms. Linebarger has sent me a picture of her medication, so I do have verification that it is sent to her. I mean, that it is prescribed to her. However, moving forward, I have talked to Ms. Linebarger and telling her that there is a strict no opiate policy in our program. She has agreed to not take any of the opiates that she was prescribed and find an alternative. And yes, that's kind of where we are right now, Your Honor.
So a couple of things, Mr. Green. First of all, Ms. Linebarger is well aware that she cannot take a narcotic in this program and that it's her responsibility to inform her healthcare provider, because I'm not a doctor, so that like everyone else in the program, they can prescribe her a non-narcotic. Secondly, Ms. Linebarger has not shared with anybody until today that she was prescribed a narcotic. This is the first time that I'm here. Excuse me, I'm talking right now. And so this is the first time I'm hearing that she's had a narcotic. Notwithstanding that, whether she had told me last week, the week before, last month, my response would have been, as it is today, that you cannot take a narcotic in this program. You must report to your healthcare provider and tell them that you are in a program that does not allow you to take a narcotic so that they can prescribe you an alternative medication. Miss Linebarger is on her last stretch in this program. And so for her to now act like she is not aware of the rules in this program, I'm not buying it today. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to. And so I'm struggling with Miss Linebarger. I heard about the drinking episode. And as I indicated in staffing, and I'll indicate to you, Ms. Linebarger, you're on your last stretch. So if you're not going to make changes with respect to the way that people treat you and the things that people do or don't do in your house, you cannot create your own crisis and then respond to it in an inappropriate way by picking up alcohol. Ma'am, you are creating your own crisis. If you let your kids live in your house and they don't do right, if you have we've seen husbands, wives, and they not doing what they're supposed to do, and now you're going to use in response to how they treat you. No, ma'am, that's called creating your own crisis. You are not able to do that and then use it to say, that's why I drank. No, ma'am, we have equipped you with too many resources. You've been with us too long that if you were in crisis, there were other things that you could have done in response to that crisis, as opposed to picking up liquor. And now we have another issue. So I'm just going to say that y'all can address the court, but she's in phase 3 of 3. Is that correct?
She's in phase 5.
5 of 5. I'm sorry. Yes, 5 of 5. Yeah, she's on the last stretch getting ready to complete. Ms. Linebarger is never going to make me believe on a Wednesday, a Thursday, or a Friday is that she did, or Monday or Tuesday, that she didn't know the rules of this program. Never going to make me believe that. Never, never, ever, ever. And I will tell you this, Mr. Green, if she was taking Percocets when she came into this program, she was directed at that time to go to her doctor and to have her doctor know that she's in this program and to make adjustments. The only time she has been allowed to take pain medication is when she is in the hospital under a doctor's care with a set time. This is where you begin. This is how many days you have to take it. So Ms. Linebarger is not being truthful. She's not being honest with herself. She can't lie to me because I know the truth, but she's not being honest with herself. So I'm just going to say that. And then who wants to address the court next? Ms. Linebarger, I see your hand.
I'm not lying to you, Judge. When I first came to you, I was on Percocet. The hospital took me off of Percocet. When I got to them, they put me on the sodium pills. They took me off of all of my pills. And I told you that it took me off of everything. They put me on the sodium
Linebarger, I'm not interested in going back to the Ms. Line. Oh, you gonna talk? Don't make me this whole courtroom. Ms. Linebarger, I'm not interested in going back to the beginning. I did that so that Mr. Green could understand that you're not brand new to this situation, but you may proceed. I need to know what you want to say to me about what's going on right now.
I wanted to say, I'm sorry for using the day after Thanksgiving to drinking part. But by my pills, the doctor just gave me those Monday, the Tylenol 4s. I just started those Monday. I haven't tested dirty for opiates at all in the whole entire program. Because at the ATS center, I gave them my prescription and everything. They must not have reported it.
They don't need to report it. They don't need to report it, Ms. Linebarger, because they're not responsible for what you put in your system. You are, and you know that you could not take a narcotic while in this program. It's not they could have reported it, you'd still be in the same place, on your way to the same place. It didn't matter who reported it.
I'm thinking that they was reporting that I was taking them.
That's not their, Ms. Linebarger. ATS is not in my specialty court. You are. You are. There, you have never seen anybody, you've been with me for over a year. You are at least a year. or almost a
I
year.
thought if it was
You have Ms.
prescribed by the
Linebarger. You have never seen anybody come in to this courtroom from ATS and say, hey, Judge, this person is taking, no, ma'am. You know that when you signed the information, there was nothing on there that said ATS would be responsible for anything that shows up in your system. You're responsible for it. You have a case manager. You could have called your case manager, and your case manager would have told you, Ms. Linebarger, you know you can't take that because you know you can't take it. Go back to your doctor. Even when your doctor said this is not prescribing, you could have said then, doctor, I can't take that.
I did not know that I couldn't take the Tylenol 4s. I told him today that I wouldn't take them no more because I didn't know, because I do have real bad back pain. And the doctor
I don't
just
want you to be in
diagnosed
pain,
to
Ms.
me
Linebarger.
Friday.
I don't want you to be in pain, but here's the thing.
I'm
There
sorry,
are
I didn't mean to take
non-narcotic,
them.
there are non-narcotics that you
If
can
I
take.
knew I
Okay,
wasn't
okay,
supposed
I'm
to
gonna
take
shut
them,
up and
I
let
would
her.
not took them.
Let me mute myself.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, y'all can talk. Anybody can talk. Ms. Linebarger can just keep on going and going. I'm gonna be quiet because I'm not gonna be able to handle her keep talking over me and talking with me. So who wants to address the court next? So Ms. Linebarger, you can just go ahead and talk as much as you like.
Yeah, I would just like to state just for a full circle moment, Ms. Linebarger this morning did come in and tell me that she was prescribed this medication on Monday. She picked up the prescription on Monday. Did not recognize and did not realize that the Tylenol that she was prescribed had codeine in it. She stated that when she found that out, she did call Mr. Green. She stated that she knows that she cannot take an opioid and she is prepared to stop taking that medication. I do just want to reiterate, this was a prescribed medication. This wasn't anything that was given to her from a friend or a family member that she just picked up herself. And I do understand the level in which Ms. Linebarger is at, and I had an extensive conversation with her about the fact that she's held to a higher standard because of the phase that she is in. And our goal is to not just get her through this program, but to make sure that when she leaves us, she is going to be better than how she came in. And she is fully aware of that. She fully is aware of the fact that she has done so much to get herself right, and that this setback is not indicative of the work that she has done so far in our program, Your Honor. Also spoke about, of course, the first instance that brought her into our courtroom today about the decision-making that she made. She stated that she had a wine cooler and a shot the day after Thanksgiving. She also stated that she did try to reach out to Mr. Green and Ms. Griffin on the day of Thanksgiving, but she didn't inundate them with phone calls because she realized they were probably with their families. She does recognize the resources that she has. I think it's good to note that yesterday in staffing, Ms. Griffin even stated that they have constant communication with each other. So this is not an issue of her not utilizing her resources. This is not an issue of her, partaking in getting a substance, an unknown substance from a friend or from a stranger. This is a prescribed medication that she did not recognize had codeine in it that a doctor did prescribe her. So my recommendation, Your Honor, as we spoke about in staffing, is to actually increase her testing. I believe she's at once a week now. I believe that she either go to 2 or maybe even 3 times a week. Again, the status that she is at. Increase her community service, Your Honor, as well as setting her up so she can get a mentor, not only for the remaining of her time with us here, but again, after she leaves our program, in order to sustain the work and the progress that she has made.
All right, thank you. Anyone else for the people?
Yes, thank you, Judge. My recommendation here is based on the defendant being in the 5 phases or the 5th phase of a 5-phase program. You should be preparing for graduation right now. We should not be at a sanction hearing. And I'm mostly concerned, nothing to do with the prescription, the medication that maybe she didn't know, she didn't report it, the alcohol, that she tested positive for alcohol after Thanksgiving, which is a holiday. And I understand people are drinking, but when you're on probation, and especially when your underlying offense is OWI, which is a drinking offense, of course, and it is a severe harm to the public, a drunk driving offense. And here, the defendant, once again, is drinking. I understand it's a holiday, but that's part of life, that there's holidays that happen and there'll be people drinking, and that you cannot pertain, you cannot be part of it because you are on probation. And you, because the underlying offense is OWI, she's in the 5-phase program. And once again, the sanctions should be proportional, and she's not getting ready to graduate as she should be. And it does not appear that she is ready to live life post specialty court, and does not have the tool. It's not using the tool she has with her right now. I am asking for 3 days in Wayne County Jail based on the 2 positives, but mostly the alcohol and her being in the 5-phase program.
Thank you. In response, either defense or Ms. Linebarger or the case manager, anyone?
Your Honor, I would just again like to reiterate the fact that Ms. Weinbarger, this wasn't an instance in which we had to find out because of the positive test. She did make Mr. Green aware this morning or before this morning about the prescription. She's already made steps and already has the attitude that she will no longer take this narcotic because of the implication that it has. So I am asking again for the recommendations that I put on the record.
And Your Honor, I would concur with the defense attorney. Ms. Linebarger did admit to me without even me having to question her. She is aware, she has indicated that she does not want to take it anymore. And if anything that will set her back, she would not want to do it. She has expressed a sincere remorse for what she's done and with the alcohol test, and she wants to move forward from the situation. I would recommend that we follow the recommendations of upping testing and also community service along with finding her a mentor.
She's in phase 5. When did she start with us, Mr. Green?
She started on November 17th, 2021.
She's been with us an entire year. And she's in phase 5. When did she get promoted to phase 5?
She was promoted at the last hearing last week on the 23rd.
November 23rd?
Yes, November 23rd.
Now, here's what I'm going to do. Miss Linebarger is in phase 5, and that really, really disturbs me that in phase 5, she's making these kind of decisions. And so what I'm going to do is I'll follow the recommendation that she has to get a mentor, that I'm going to increase her testing. She's going to test 3 times a week. She's not on the sober link, is that correct?
She is not on the sober link.
Very good. And so I will increase her testing without excuse to 3 times a week. I'm also going to hold those 3 days of jail in abeyance. I'm gonna hold them in abeyance. She's gonna sit it out today, but I'm gonna hold 3 days in abeyance. And then the community service, I'm going to assess her an additional 8 hours of community service. And if it seems like the response is harsh, it is. I will tell you that please do not present her to me for completion in this program for another 60 to 75 days. Do not present her for completion. She needs to work and show that she's ready to do this and make some good decisions. Nobody's perfect in life. But I mean, this is just not good decisions. And so that's the court's decision. 3 days of jail in abeyance. She will stay until I'll release her at 12:30. She can stay till 12:30. She is to get a mentor or a recovery coach, or find out what her, let me go back on that one. Find out what her provider who's doing her continuum of care recommends. Okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
That's what I want. And then I'm increasing her testing to 3 times a week and 8 additional hours of community service. She's also to contact her doctor immediately to get a substitute for the Tylenol 4s. I do not want you to be in pain, but you cannot take that narcotic, and you knew it, Ms. Linebarger. I'm sorry, you knew it. And so you just made a decision, and it wasn't a good one. And so I need you to reach out to your doctor today. And I don't know if that's something she can do while she's at the courthouse or when she leaves or what have you, but Mr. Green, she needs to circle back with you today to tell you what her doctor says. Because if she's in pain, I don't want her to be in pain. I just need her to be on the right pain regimen. Okay?
Okay, we'll do, Your Honor.
Fine with the program. All right. What would be any questions for this court? No questions? All right. What would be Ms. Linebarger's next court date?
We had Ms. Linebarger scheduled for a face-to-face on December 14th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
Nope, let's put her on December 14th, 2022 at 8:35. She'll have to come to her hearing. She can do it on Zoom, but she'll have to show up for her hearing. She's not gonna have a face-to-face for a moment.
Okay.
That's at 8:35 on Zoom. All right, very good. Anything else for my consideration?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
Nothing further.
All right, thank you, Ms. Linebarger. You can go back to the box. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Come on, let's get back on track, okay? Did you hear me?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
All right. All right, I have a couple of things I need to clear up on this morning. What happened to Miss Williams, Sherry Ann?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. The jail was supposed to zoom in. That's what we discussed on staffing. I don't know what happened. I can reach out to Sergeant Coho to see, but I don't know.
Reach out to him. I do have a 1:30 docket, so you can let him know that as well. I think she's the only person that's accounted for specialty court-wise. You all did a phenomenal job on this morning, getting everybody tested, making sure folks are communicating. I truly appreciate that. It makes the docket flow a lot smoother. So thank you all so much. I thought it would be really hectic because we had so many people coming in on this morning. And, you know, being in the pandemic, we have just not been accustomed to that. And so thank you all. You did a phenomenal job. Check in on Sherry Ann. And again, I have a 1:30 docket. And then I have 3 people for 10:30. Ms. Mack, are you ready?
I was, hold on, let me get back to
And
my notes.
Yes, ma'am.
I did reach out to Asia.
What you want, Ms. Taylor?
I did reach out to Lee. She's actually in the middle of work, so she couldn't hop on earlier, so she may have to just wait till 12. So.
Okay. Is she compliant?
I didn't have issues. Now, if she has any that she wants to talk about, I'm not sure, but I didn't have any reported issues. There was one little thing that I had to work out with team wellness, but that's not anything I would want to put on the record. So
that's fine. Yeah, they put her on for 12 a.m. So that's why we don't see her on our docket. It should be 12 p.m. and out of sight, out of mind, because we still have like a couple of pages left. All
Judge
right.
Joey said we're 24 hours, 7 day a week, Judge.
Listen, they trying to hold us to it. They trying to see if we just bluffing. All right, so tell her to please get on at 12. I'm gonna be ready to do her case, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, and of course, you all know we're on standby for Sherry on, as well as any other matters that may pop up, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right, wonderful. Let me call these 1030 matters. I have for Clarissa Ali, SP 7801022. Miss Matt, did Miss Ali pay?
He did not, and the balance on that is $240.
All right, KPS will issue the balance, the bond receipt, $240 cash or surety. She was to appear at 10:30 a.m. It's now 11:40 a.m. I'm satisfied. I've given her ample time to do so.
Sorry, Judge, that one is a civil infraction, so it wouldn't be a KPS.
And she still owed $240 on it?
Yes.
Okay, all right, then it will be reinstated to the original charge if it was reduced, and a default judgment will be entered, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right, for Brandon Smith, I have SP 4963343 and SP 6966672. Ms. Matt?
He did not pay, and excuse me, the first case is a civil infraction, and
So default judgment will be entered.
Yes, and the second one I'm checking right now, he did not pay that one, and that's a civil infraction as well.
All right, so the original charge will be reinstated and both of those will be placed in default judgment. All right, very good. I think that's everybody. And so Miss Taylor.
I'm sorry, Sergeant Coho is actually getting Sherry Ann Williams right now, so he'll be on in just a second.
Did he forget about us? Oh, you need to send me a message.
I don't know what was going on or if they had the wrong docket or whatever, but you know that happens sometimes. So he's working on getting her on now.
Okay. Well, now you know Sherry-Ann will be like, I don't want to see Judge Holmes.
It's funny you say that. Check your text messages.
Wait, what did you say? Check. I don't want to check my text messages. Where you at? I don't have one. Oh, in 2 seconds.
Okay, sit.
Oh, I concur with that, Attorney Warfield. I would have no. If we
don't
pour
do
it,
that.
we can do it. Okay.
We don't do that. We don't do that. Y'all can. No, we just in the same boat. She don't like me either, and it's okay. I'm a lover and helper anyways. I don't take it when I'm trying to help people and they don't like me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. You know why? Because I think about how many of you liked your parents when they were disciplinarians and trying to tell you that you didn't know anything and you couldn't do stuff. I didn't like them. I didn't like my mom. I didn't like her. And so, yeah, when my kids got old enough and they didn't like me, I'm like, that means I'm a good parent. Because at your age, I didn't like me either.
Yeah, take it personal.
There you go. Can't take it personal.
Oh, of course.
Taylor.
Yes.
Can you check your chat, please, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
She's not mine.
Oh, wrong person. Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
Judge, excuse me, Judge, I did send you some documents for your review and signature, please.
Let me take a break. Don't even try it, Judge. Don't even try. Miss Attorney Warfield and Attorney Vikings, will you both be here at 1:30?
But of course, Ms. Mack knows if I'm needed, I will hop on, no problem.
I don't think we'll need you, Judge. I believe Miss Bradfield, Attorney Bradfield will be assisting in the afternoon.
All right, and so Mr. Vikings, if you are, and Miss Wilson, if you all can make sure there's 2 breakout rooms for the attorneys so that people can constantly be filtered. Because even though it's a short docket, I'm scared to death because that just means it's a shorter docket. I shouldn't say it's short. It's shorter than what we're accustomed to, but everybody will show up because they all show up when we have 4 pages in the afternoon.
That's
Only
right.
5 people don't show up.
I agree.
So if we can just make sure we have 2 separate breakout rooms for you all so that we can continuously do cases on the record. Okay?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Thank you. All right, we'll be in recess until you all let me know when we're ready.
Thank you, Judge.
Ugly picture of her. All right, good morning, Miss Williams.
Hi,
How are you?
I am Dandy Pandy, Judge Holmes.
Well, I miss you.
Yeah, me too.
You miss you or do you miss me?
I miss you.
Oh, okay, I'm just making sure.
And Officer Gore, the court officer, she's a deputy now. She told me to tell you hi.
Oh, please tell her I said hello. Look at you. All right, tell her I said hello and I'm proud of her. Tell her congratulations.
Yeah, she's so awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen, we got some work to do today. You ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's do it. Let me start with placing the case numbers on the record, and then the AG's office is with us. Thank you. I'll have you place your appearance. Let me do the case numbers. I have the following: case number U509-459-19, case number U602-27121, case number 210-455-7301, case number 212-098-411. For the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Hayes, Assistant Attorney General, here for the people, P69006.
All right, thank you and good morning. And then for defendant.
And good morning, Your Honor, Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391 on behalf of Ms. Williams.
All right, and then Ms. Williams. State your name for me.
Oh, Sherry Ann Denise Williams.
All right, thank you all.
And for the record, Judge Holmes, I've been looking forward to speaking with you.
You have, all right.
I really have.
What you want to tell me? Or you want to listen to what I have to say first?
Yeah, you go. You got the floor.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Williams. I appreciate you giving me the floor. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Ms. Williams, I need you to see the bigger plan that's outlined for you. Hear me out, okay? So the bigger plan is to get you stabilized with your medications and all of those good things. And then as we do that, be on a dual track to get you into your independent living, so that once you get there, you can stay. You'll have everything you need. You'll be able to do some things to take care of yourself, right? And you'll be able to live independently. But how does that big picture sound to you?
Well, actually, little did you know, you don't really know. My mom, first of all, she was in real estate. So I had my share of places. I done had plenty places. I done had 2 apartments. I done stayed in a duplex. I done stayed in a house. You know, I didn't have plenty of places, plenty of time. But you know, I was just young and dumb. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was just young and dumb at the time, but yeah, and I haven't, as far as next month, it'll be 10 years that I've been homeless. Cause in 2012, I got kicked out my apartment because I would spend my rent money up at the casino. So, you know, I've been homeless 10 years, but I'm looking real forward to get my own place again, because it's nothing like having your own, and I miss it. You know, the best part I miss about having my own is going food shopping.
Food shopping? Food? Did you say food shopping?
Yes.
Okay.
I miss it.
So listen, Miss Williams, why don't you you're in this process, let us help you get there. So listen, this is what we talked about yesterday, because you're such a good person and you have so much potential. I don't want to see you sitting in jail. That is not.
And I don't mind going to Naomi's Nest. I don't mind going to rest at the Nest. Trust me.
Okay.
Now that I'm going for the right reason, that they're gonna help me with my gambling.
Absolutely, as well as get you aligned to get into your own independent housing where you will be able to stay there. Okay. And so this is what I'd like to do. This is what I'd like to do. I'd like to send you to the Nest. Let's try the Nest. Okay. Now, Miss Williams, I need you to work with me. I'm not going to put you on a tether. Did you hear me?
Yeah, that's what Jessica told me yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, and I need help with my GED because it's something you don't know. I actually been doing my homework since I've been in here, and I want to get my GED because I want to probably have my uncle help me get in Wayne State because I want to become an RN, and I want to and to do that, I wanted to get my BSN, and that's gonna take 2 years and 2 years for the nursing. So I got to do 4 years altogether, but I need my GED first.
Right. So listen, when you get to the Nest and you continue to take your medication and work your program, that's one of the things that we'll put on your list as goals that you want to connect and continue to work on getting your GED. Okay, but we've got steps to take to get there, and I need you to work with me. Can I get you to do that?
Yeah, since you're trying to work with me, I will reciprocate.
Listen, that's all I want you to do is reciprocate.
Yes.
That's it. I'm going to try to work with you, and I need you to reciprocate and work with me, because I think if we do that, we're going to get somewhere. What do you think about that?
Yeah, and Judge Holmes, I want to ask you something else. I want another case manager. I can't work with Jasmine. I want another case manager.
All right. So listen, Miss Williams, here's the thing. I have a shortage of case managers right now, and they are all on overload. That's
I know,
just
but Jessica told me yesterday that it was a case manager available.
Well,
The
no,
Ms.
he's got,
Williams said that we have a new case manager, but I would have to speak with the judge and the staff to see if we can get you switched. That's what I
Yeah,
said. I didn't
cause
make any promises.
oh, yeah, you're right, Jess. Cause I can't work with her, Judge Holmes. I can't do it. I can't do it.
so here's the thing, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. We have case managers there. We have a new case manager that we're still bringing in and he's getting acclimated. He's already got a full caseload. Miss Taylor has a full caseload. But listen, you're gonna be at the nest. You will be assigned a case manager there. And so right now, I don't have the ability to move you, okay?
Oh,
I'm gonna be working with you as well.
oh,
And
so I'm gonna have a case manager there.
as well, yes.
Oh,
So
that's
you'll have
awesome.
someone that will be communicating with Miss Taylor as to what's going on and what we need to do to help you, okay?
Yeah,
And then you'll be getting on as well, okay?
yeah.
All right, so let's do that. Now, you know, you wanted to fire me too as the judge one time.
Yeah, I did. But you're
Okay,
awesome.
and so are you, and so is Miss Taylor. And so,
No,
listen, we're gonna work at it. We're gonna work at it, okay? And we're not gonna make any moves right now. The only move we're gonna make is to get you to the nest.
yes, because I want to rest at the nest.
Okay, but now, all right. Well, you make sure you tell them you made up a little slogan for them. Rest.
I sure will.
Listen, while you're there resting, I need you to work your program, okay?
Oh, I will. I'm gonna do that regardless, because I'll be 50 years old March 11th, Judge Holmes.
Wow.
And I'm not no spring chicken no more. And these streets are not safe no more.
They're not.
They're not safe no more.
They're not. Different breed of people on the streets now.
Yeah.
And everybody has this heightened sense of security and being on guard and protecting themselves. I don't want you out in the streets, Sherry Ann. I really
I don't want
don't.
to be out in the streets, Judge Holmes. I would rather be in a comfortable one. Matter of fact, it was a lady that was here that just got released. She stayed in a in a low income apartment on Pallister, and she gave me her number. So when I get a chance, I'm gonna it goes by your income. She said 30% of your income.
Okay.
So when I get a chance, I'm gonna go put in an application for that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to take baby steps, right? We're
Yeah,
going to
we
the
got
nest.
to, you gotta crawl before you walk.
There you go. And so let's crawl. Let's go to the nest and let's get you set up with your services. Also, for Miss Williams, I want the order, Miss Matt. It's going to indicate that she's to be released to inpatient provider Naomi's Nest and evaluated by Team Wellness. Okay.
Oh, so you want me to, you said get evaluated by Team Wellness?
Yes, but the nest will coordinate that.
I know, I think I'm still a member there if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that'll
I
make
think
it.
I am. But if I'm not, I could redo my intake.
Okay, well, they will coordinate that. I just want to make sure everybody knows I want you to be evaluated by team, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
I
very
don't
good.
mind working with Team Wellness either, because I actually like them.
You do, good.
Yeah, I've been dealing with Team Wellness before it was Team Wellness, it was Team Mental Health. And I've been dealing with them, I want to say over 10 years, to be honest with you.
Okay, all right. All right, well, let me hear very quickly from Assistant Attorney General Hayes. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Your Honor, I think you have a great plan and we're in full support.
All right, awesome. Very good, very good. And so is there anything else that Officer E, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. Good to see you. How are you?
I'm well, good to see you. Is there anything you wanted to add as to Ms. Williams?
No, ma'am. I think the plan is great. It's good to see Miss Williams doing well. And I wish you the best of luck, Miss Williams.
Oh, well, you don't have to call me Miss Williams. I'm not old. You can call me Sherry Ann.
Well, you just got done saying you weren't a spring chicken anymore, so I wanted to be
I
careful.
am, but I'm gonna be 50 years young, March 11th.
Oh, okay, all right.
So,
I
yeah,
know your birthday.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So
So
listen,
do I get to go to the nest today?
so that's protocol at the jail. Is that Sergeant Coho standing behind you?
Yes, it is, Judge. As soon as I get that paperwork, we will be reciprocating.
Yes,
All
you
right.
will.
Officer Coho, did I also indicate that I wanted her to speak to a jail navigator, or I can't remember?
No.
No, not with Sherry Ann.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Very good. Sometimes I take notes and then I can't understand my own handwriting. So, okay. All right. Very good. So then, Miss Sherry Ann, I'm going to see you again. I'm going to see you on December 7th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. and that's going to be on Zoom, okay?
You said December 7th.
Yes. Are you okay? Is she okay, Officer Coho?
Yeah, she's fine. Just trigger words.
December 7th.
Yep, December 7th. That's when you're gonna zoom in again to to Judge Holmes.
Judge Holmes,
And you're gonna give
December
and you're gonna
7th
give
in
her a update.
2016. That's the day that my mom died.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Williams.
She died at 3:05 in the morning. In front of me.
Want to get another date, Judge?
Yes, I want to give her another day. I'm so sorry. And Miss Williams, you in my, I give you a big hug. I understand it. And so we're going to give you a different date. Can we go?
miss her, Judge.
I know you do.
I miss her.
I know
And
you.
I feel like it's a sign so we could keep that date. I want to see you on the date of my mom's death anniversary. I want to see you, Judge.
All right. So if you want to see me, I'm going to keep that date.
Yeah, I want to see you.
And let's make your mom proud. You're going to be doing what you're supposed to do. You're going to be working hard. You're going to be getting aligned with your medications and your services and taking good care of Sherry Ann. And then we're going to be talking about, as we get you aligned, next steps, okay?
Okay, Judge.
All right. I'm so glad to see
if
you.
I'm allowed to say this, but I love you to
Yes.
the moon and back. And
Oh.
I'm glad you're working with me, and I'm gonna work with you because I want a better life for myself. And I got 2 kids, and I want to see my 19-year-old and my 7-year-old, and I just want to be with my kids.
All right, Miss Williams, I love you too, and I'm glad you want to work with me. So let's do it, okay?
Co-host said what time on the 7th?
It will be at 8:35 a.m. Is that correct? Yes, 8:35.
I'm gonna see you in person.
I'm gonna write all that down for her.
Well, I don't know if the nest will bring you in person, but we'll see. It may be over Zoom, but we'll see, okay?
Okay, because I wanted to give you a hug on that day.
All right. And you know, I've been out, so, and hopefully I will be returning physically to the office. But listen, if we don't get to hug on the 7th, I'm gonna set up a date for you to come down and you'll get that hug, okay? When I'm back in the office from my leave, okay?
And
All right.
you be safe when you leave, and God bless you, Judge Holmes.
Same to you, Miss Williams. Take care.
Okay,
Good to
see you
see you.
on the 7th.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Sergeant Coho, you are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge. I'll write
We'll get
everything
that
down for her.
paperwork to you.
I'll write everything down for her so she's got it.
All right. All right. Including her prescriptions. Let's make sure
Yes,
we're
ma'am.
transitioning her in good shape.
Yeah, yes.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. very good. Thank you so much. Um, Attorney Hayes, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Anytime, Your Honor. Thank you. I think Your Honor, this is the first time I think I've been in front of you for something like this, and I'm just very impressed with how it's handled and the system. So, just my opinion over here, but it seems to be a very good process, and you handle it very well.
It is a good process. We have a great team. And so thank you all for your patience. I know we've done a lot of back and forth on this case with Attorney Liddell. And so I just appreciate you all. We're going to do everything we can do to get her the help that she needs and get her in the right place with the right combination of meds and community supervision. So thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
You too. All right. Let's go. I have one more morning case, and that's for Miss Whitley. Thank you, Officer E. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Judge. We appreciate you as well. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Okay. All right. Good morning, Director Wade. Good morning to you. All right. Let's go to Miss Whitley. Let's go to Miss Whitley. Miss Whitley, they put your case on for 12 o'clock a.m. I won't be here at 12 o'clock a.m. So I'm gonna do your case now, okay? Ready? All right, let's do it. I have case number 211-30805. Miss Whitley, state your full name for me.
Asia Whitley.
All right, how are you, Miss Whitley?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, how was your holiday?
It was okay. I didn't have my kids, so it was just me, but it was okay.
Okay. All right, you're complying by a court order is why you didn't have your kids?
Yeah, it was his holiday. Yep.
All right. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, the wonderful thing about Thanksgiving is every day is a day of Thanksgiving. So celebrate with them when you get them back, okay?
Yeah, I did. We went downtown.
There you go. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Very good. Did you have any issues, any concerns, struggles during the holiday?
No, not during the holiday.
Okay. Well, what about after or before?
I mean, every day is a struggle. Some of my same situations haven't changed, so.
Okay. But have you changed and how you handle them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you see that as a good thing?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, excellent. Sometimes our circumstances don't change, but that doesn't mean change is not achievable because we can change in the circumstances and respond to the circumstances differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
All right, Miss Whitley. It's good to see you today. Listen, I haven't heard your name in a second.
Well, that's good for me.
Listen, well, and we got to check that because when people are doing good, I should hear their names as much as I hear their names when folks are a little shaky. So I'm glad to see you today. What do you need help with, if anything?
Other than the same things, like I feel like I'm still getting help. It's just a little slow process for it. I know some people are out for so it's just, I feel like it's just been a strange couple months because, situations happen where the people they're out. So it kind of slowed down my process a little bit with being compliant. But other than that, I feel like the help is getting there. I feel like I've expressed what I needed help with.
Okay.
It's just the process. I can't go around it. So
there you go. All right. Let me hear from Miss Taylor. What do you have, Miss Whitley?
I don't have any issues to report on Miss Willie today. She is in compliance. Kind of piggybacking off of what she said, some of the things that she needs assistance with is what I mentioned to you. I will not put on the record. It is because certain staff were out for whether medical reasons or personal reasons. They're physically just not in the office. But she is still having contact with her assigned service provider. She is in compliance. She is on SoberLink. And she did actually do a walk-in drug screen on November 28th, which was negative. So I don't any issues with Miss Whitley at this time. She's in compliance with her court order as well as her treatment plan.
Okay, and she's on the Silver Link because she was having issues getting the testing?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, very good. All right. Miss Attorney Warfield, anything as to Miss Whitley?
Honor, she's in the conference room, talking to Ms. Linebarger right now.
Oh,
I can
okay.
get her out here if you like.
No, I'm sure if she knew Miss Whitley was coming on at 12. And you've been in touch with Attorney Warfield, is that correct, Miss Whitley?
Not over the past 2 weeks.
Well, that would be
Everything,
cases, like if you needed to.
I was gonna say, do you need to talk to her?
oh, no, no. The things that we spoke about is in a slow process again, taken care of. I did everything I kind of needed to do for my different situations. So I'm waiting for that to come about on the 14th.
Okay, on the 14th of December?
Yes, I have a hearing for a different situation for that, that her and I was discussing. I kind of just followed through with everything she told me to do. It just took some time.
Okay, all right, very good, very good. All right, if nothing else, Miss Taylor, what do you have for me as far as a return to court date?
Miss Whitley actually will have a face-to-face with myself on December 15th, 2022. But Miss Whitley, you know, just reach out to me. I don't want you stressing about it, especially. Please do not freak out. If you have another court hearing, we will work on the time and possibly a different day, okay?
Okay.
Y'all both laughing way too hard, so I assume
Yes, Lily will, she will panic. This does not have to be a panic. It's not a crisis. I only have to put this date for docket purposes, but I can meet with you the day before or even that Monday. So you don't have to really worry about it. I just have to put.
Especially when you're doing what you're supposed to do, okay? All right.
Okay.
I missed that date. Was it December 15th?
14th.
14th.
Okay. All right, gotcha. You're in great shape. I'm sorry.
I had already saw her wheels getting the turning when I said it was the same date as her other court hearing. She was already about to,
Oh, okay. Just trying to keep our docket straight for on Wednesdays. Okay. All right. You're in good shape. Get back to work. Good to see you, ma'am. Keep working
Okay,
hard.
thank you.
Keep working hard.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. You're very welcome. All right. And now I think that concludes the specialty court docket for this morning. I don't think I missed anybody. Thank you all for getting Miss Williams on with the jail. All right. And then we are back at 1:30. Ms. Mack, you will reach out to me when they have some things ready. I'm going to, of course, start with retained counsel. And then while Mr. Fikens and Miss Bradfield work the other two waiting rooms or breakout rooms, and then we'll be ready to roll. All right, Mr. Wade, what do you have for us this morning? It's good to see your face in the courtroom.
Well, thank you, Judge. I just want to get on earlier, but I had to put out fires. I think it's just productive for me to be on Wednesdays as well as Tuesdays because it helps me with knowing what's going on with the cases.
Okay, very good. Well, I
don't have to ask so many questions on Tuesdays because I'll know if I'm on Wednesdays. So.
Okay. Well, I will tell you that the case managers, both Ms. Taylor and Mr. Green, did a phenomenal job. We had a number of people to appear in the courtroom, as well as people that were in the virtual courtroom. Everybody who was in violation had to appear in person today, and they handled things so that the docket just ran smoothly. And it's 12:13, and usually when we have people in the courtroom, it is a fiasco. So they did a fabulous job on today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Green and Ms. Taylor.
Yes, absolutely. All right. With that, we are Ms. Mack. I think I've signed off on everything that you've sent me. And so with that, I did not.
No, I'm waiting on one other order for, I think it was, Mr. Delion Thomas and Mr. Raekwon Watts. I didn't get anything from you on that, but other than that, everything else.
Oh, did you send it to me? Did you
Yes,
see?
ma'am.
Oh, I missed that. I missed it.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, let me just see.
Mr. Watts, we adjourned.
Right, but she still needs an order for his new piece. It did not come through.
Okay, I did send it, but I'll do it again. It's no problem.
Yep, send it to me again. I'm looking. I have Smith order. I have Williams order. Oh, no, here's Watson Thomas. It got buried in all of the emails. All right, very good. I just need those to be marked as for the specialty court that they're a part of, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm putting it on there before I send it over. Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. All right, I'll respond. All right, thank you all. I'll be back on for the 1:30 docket.
Judge.
All right,
Thank you.
Mr. Likens. Thank you, Attorney Wisdom.